A year.
It's my fault. I'm so sorry. I moved. That's some updates. Did we get a year older? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. We had birthdays.
We're both 25 now.
25. I don't know what other updates. Other than the obvious one that's right behind me. No. So we're filming in my room now. I think we'll film here now from now on. We'll see. I don't know what else
I don't remember any other updates besides us getting 1 year
older.
closer to death.
And speaking of, so there's recently, especially last night, me and my sister were watching movies, and we realized how many movies are now 20 years old. Like, for example, Shark Tale. And
what a pull for the first example.
We're scrolling on Netflix, and I think she guessed it, or I guess I don't know what. We're like 2004, 20 years ago. Every day, it's always something new.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's 10 years. I mean, earlier you were like Frozen's 11
right,
years
old. I was about to say that.
Yeah. You liked what I said? Just throw me off the roof.
Is that what you said? I didn't check that.
Yeah, I just said, just throw me off the roof. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to clap. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, Shark Tale's 20 years old. Oh, and then we ended up watching Ella Enchanted, and that's 20 years old.
That's 20 years old?
Yes!
I didn't know it was that old.
I know!
I thought that came out in like 2008 or something.
No, 2004. And then, whatchamacallit? What else is old? Oh, Tangled is 12 years old.
Damn.
I know.
I remember watching that in theaters.
I know! Yeah! I went opening weekend. Some other stuff too. Every day, it's always something.
Yeah.
It's always an anniversary of something, and I hate it. So then I figured, why don't we talk about what we were obsessed with 10 years ago, and see if we're still obsessed with it now.
Okay. We haven't prepared. I haven't
prepared for this
at all. I didn't prepare.
I'm so sorry.
She sprung it on me when I walked in the door, and I was like, huh?
I mean, honestly, I say this, but I feel like
we're both pretty much into the same thing, or at least I am. You kind of are.
10 years ago, we were 15.
Yeah. Also, real quick, I feel like I'm talking to an audience because of so many faces are staring at me. It's weirding me out.
Just don't look at it.
I keep looking over and I'm like,
the audience is right there.
I never look at the camera. I usually look like off to the side, look at you.
Yeah, well, I've got them judging me over there.
Oh my god, there's faces everywhere. At least in my house, it's just cats looking at us.
Whatever, you have the whole Transformers wall. Oh wait, it's behind us. Never mind.
It was behind us, and also I didn't have it last time we filmed.
Oh yeah, we did move out to the other living room. My bad. Well, yeah, normally I would have said, yeah, we could record in my living room, but like I said, my mom's like, from work and didn't want to. Oh, sorry, there's a tripod in the way. Oh, so sorry. Anyway, okay, things we were into 10 years ago. I'll start.
You don't want to talk about your new interest yet first?
We'll get into that later.
Okay.
Ignore that for now.
Okay.
Whatchamacallit? So 10 years ago, I think I was into, what were we in?
15, it would be 10th grade, I think. Yeah, 10th grade.
By this time last year? Yeah. Oh, okay. We were in 10th grade. God! Oh, yeah! So, okay, I guess this makes sense. So, I think 1989 came out 10 years ago.
God. I remember the day that came out and you yapping about it at lunch, and I was like, what's going on?
And then,
who?
Spoiler, still yapping about her 10 years later. What else was it into then? Barely got into Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
Barely.
You were...
Because guess what else is 10 years old? Big Hero 6. Anyway. And then,
doesn't that mean American Beauty, American Psycho?
It's going to be 10 freaking years old in January. In January. American Beauty, American Psycho by American rock band Fall Out Boy. It's going to be 10 years old. And it's going to be 10 years since me and my sister got into them.
God.
Longer for you.
Yeah. I got into Fall Out Boy. I mean, I was really young, so I don't know if you can consider it really being a fan when you're 5 years old, but I've been listening to them since I was 5 years old, because that was when, that was when From Under the Cork Tree came out, and I have older cousins who, clearly one older cousin who was really into, rock and like metal music, and so he got me into a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
And so that's how I got into like Fall Out Boy. Hollywood Undead is how he got me into that. It was like 2008 because he was on MySpace and he was like, listen to this cool band, and I was like, okay, I'm 8 years old. But like the earlier stuff was my dad, but like for Fall Out Boy it was my cousin, because my dad was like, what's this emo shit? But then my cousin was like, he was 15 at the time when that came out, he was like, listen to this shit. And I was like, and I was a little 5-year-old like, cool,
why not?
So yeah, it's been a long time since I got into Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah. And they're still going.
They're still going. Can you believe that it's 2025 almost, in about 2.5 years it'll be 10 years since Mania came out?
Don't fucking say that. Oh.
That was 2017, right?
Yeah. No, it was 2018.
2018? I thought it was 2017. No,
so 2017, our senior year of high school. That just aged us.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for Allison to call us old.
We've already got 3 pages now calling us old constantly.
3 part-timers. They're all young. Don't know. No one our age, and they're all like fresh out of high school.
Yeah.
Everyone. We've had 3 in the past like 2 years, and each one of them, they're like, y'all are old.
The new one.
She's 19.
Yeah. She's 18.
18. My bad.
And whenever we were first talking, she was like, oh, I saw the San Jack sticker on the back of your car. So we're going there to the same place. And I was like,
nope.
And I was like, oh, I graduated. And she was like, how long ago did you graduate? And I went, about 5 years. And she was like, oh, like, that's longer than I thought. I was like, yeah, we're not going the same.
We're not
classmates, man. Sorry. She was like, oh, will I see you there? I was like, nope. No, you won't.
Whatchamacallit? Yeah, in 2017, they released Young and Menace.
Okay, I think that's what I was getting confused then.
What a time.
So then about 3 years then.
And then they little Fall Out Boy history for you. then I think they released Champion, and then they're like, we're gonna push the album to 2018, guys. Okay. We're so sorry. And so then it came out January of 2018. Okay,
I just have a vivid memory of listening to Young and Menace during lunch in high school, and I was like,
yeah, that's why.
So I just remember being like, okay, Fall Out Boy, it's okay, but
it's okay, I forgive you. It's not my favorite.
It's grown on me. Obviously, I love Mania now.
Oh,
but in the moment when I was 17 years old,
I have it on my wall.
I was like,
you would think I didn't realize I got Save Rock and Roll and then Fully Ado.
Yeah. I don't know if I can see that on the. I think it cuts off like about right here.
Oh well, just take my word for it. I have a Fully Ado poster.
I don't remember actually.
Who knows? Anyway, yeah, I remember it was that, and then Rose Colored. I'm sorry, Hard Times by Paramore came out because that came out in 2017.
Yeah.
Both albums changed my life forever. We're not going to talk about how soon that'll be 10 years. I don't want to think about that because then we're going to have to. Well, we don't have to go. Then that means our 10-year school reunion will happen.
Oh my god!
I'm not going to that. Nah, I'm good.
Well, do they even have them for Deer Park?
I'm sure they do. Are you kidding me?
I mean, yeah, maybe.
Yes. All those people will want to know what everyone else's business is.
I don't even like. I have pretty good memories of high school. Not like good memories, like it was a good time, but like good, like I can remember it pretty well.
Yeah.
I don't think I could name a single one of our classmates besides the ones we still know and hang out with. That we
still see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. I could probably name a few, only because I still follow them on social media, but I don't talk to them.
Yeah. I think I could name like middle school classmates better than I can name high school classmates.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess so, because high school was a different district.
High school is a different district, and also, I guess no. Actually, I actually have memories of like preschool and like elementary better than I have high school. High school was just going through a lot. I was going through a lot.
That's fair. Yeah,
There's a lot happening.
True.
Middle and high, like early like elementary and like middle school, it was more just like, all right, going through life, and then high school was like, oh.
Yeah, that's so, true. That's fair. Yeah.
I remember a lot of high school and a lot of middle school,
which is weird because you would get mad when I didn't remember people from high school.
Well, because I do, like I said, I do have pretty like a good memory of high school, but now it's kind of starting to fade.
Oh.
Like if you honestly, if someone brings something up, then it'll like jog it, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that. But if you just ask me to like name like who was in my homeroom, I'm like, I don't know.
That's fair. Yeah, I couldn't do that either. Well, yeah.
I remember one person, but I'm not going to talk about that because it's a whole thing.
Yeah, we don't have to drop names.
Yeah, I'm not going to drop names.
Nah, we're not doing that. We don't want them to see this. They can just hit us up anytime. I don't want that.
He can't. You can't hit me up, and you know who you are.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I gotcha. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, it's about to be 10 years since me and my sister got into Fall Out Boy, and then our lives changed forever again.
Your brain chemistry was altered.
No, for real. Literally watched, okay, so Centuries was on the radio, and I'm like, okay. And then we watched Big Hero 6, and then Immortals played, and I was like, I gotta make this my whole personality. I remember I changed my whole theme on Tumblr to Big Hero 6 for some reason.
I remember.
Don't know why. But, what should I call it? That movie's so good. Oh, that movie's so good.
I think, honestly, I've only seen it once.
Not to ride on Disney's dick, but that movie is so good. What were you gonna say?
I think I've only seen it once. I think I saw it one time in theaters to see the Fall Out Boy song, and then I didn't see it again. It's not that I didn't like it. I just didn't see it again.
Yeah.
It was fine. It was good. It was a good movie. I'm not saying it's not. Good movie. I just never had the urge to watch it again.
No, that's okay.
I was like, yeah, it was a good movie. Cool.
It's okay. I mean, hey, that's what I said about Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, sure. I watched it
yeah.
many times.
Many times. Whatchamacallit? And then that led into getting us getting into Paramore, which that'll be crazy. 10 years of that. Which we had heard of Paramore before, but we didn't like actually go out of our way to listen to the albums until that year. I don't even know how. Because by that time, I think self-titled album had been out for a bit. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what. I guess it just if you listen to Fall Out Boy, you're gonna also listen to some of the. Did you listen to
Panic before Paramore? Or
I think I did, and then I think it was Fall Out Boy, then Panic, then Paramore, and then that was it. That was our emo trinity. we didn't delve into any other. All right, that's it. That's all we need. And then what else were we into? Well, apparently 10 years since Big Hero 6. Voltron hadn't come out yet, had it?
Voltron came out in 2016? No, was it 2016 or 2018?
Oh.
I feel like we were out of high school by the time it came out.
I think so. That's so sad. We don't even know. And that changed our lives for the worse.
Yeah, that rotted our brain.
2016.
So we were in
Oh my god, it's going to be 10 years! I don't know why I was so ready to say, like, yeah, we started watching Voltron 10 years ago, but then seeing 2016,
it really hit
I would have been fine. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking.
So we watched it in high school, or like I guess towards the end of high school.
Senior year,
yeah, senior year or end of junior, start of senior.
I guess it depends. God, I don't even
because we graduated in mid 2017.
Yeah.
So mid 2016 would have been junior year.
Yeah. That's crazy. Did I get you to watch it, or did you watch it on
I think we both just watched it independently, and then we were like, hey, we're both watching Voltron.
Don't know why.
Well, I watched it because I watched the 80s,
original.
As a kid. I mean, and so I was like, oh, I'll watch the new one.
That's true. I guess because I did watch the original, but because my dad would have it on.
Yeah.
So I had some knowledge. And I don't even know, I saw it on Tumblr, and people were like, yeah, it's good.
I think that's how
I think it's the same animators as Legend of Korra.
I think that's why you got into it, yeah. I think I just got into it because I was like, oh, people on Tumblr say it's good. I watched the original. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
And then it
should not have done that.
So,
should not have done that.
If I could go back in time and stop myself, like, don't watch Voltron.
No, for real. Save yourself. That's so sad. There's people now who are like, I thought Keith and Lance got together.
So I think I showed you that screenshot of.
Yeah.
It was like a recent YouTube short, and it was like, oh, I ship them so bad. I hope they get together. It's like, girl, that's done. No. It's done. They're not together.
No, it's so sad. It's so sad.
I remember having genuine hope, and
yeah, me too.
It just got crushed.
Yeah, that's what I get.
That's what I get for hoping.
Yeah. I spent all of like my college years, only like one or two, watching this damn show, and then disappointed.
Yeah, I didn't even watch the final season. I just heard about it, and I was like, I don't need to put myself through that.
I remember watching it, and I was just like, I don't even know what the hell's going on anymore.
Yeah,
right? Like, I could not even tell you.
Like, I was so excited for the part where they revealed that Keith was half Galra, because I was like, that's an interesting plot point.
Oh, yeah.
And then they just did fucking nothing with it. Like, they did do something with it, but it wasn't good what they did with it. Well, it was just like, okay.
I think also because I was setting myself up, because like, okay, well, I know that the Black Lion dies. I know that Shira's character dies, because that's how it is in the original comics, and then Allura takes over, or Blue Lion, whatever, as the Blue Lion, whatever.
Yeah,
so that's all I was waiting for, and then
yeah, like I wasn't expecting them to follow the original continuity exactly, because obviously it already started very different. But I was also like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anyway, 10 years ago, I was into Legend of Korra, because, that's been 10 years.
You're just having crisis after crisis. Are you sure you want to do that?
That's the whole point.
You suggested this, and then you're sitting there going, oh.
Hold on, I think it's gonna be 10 years since it ended.
Korra,
yeah.
I never watched this. I'm not sure. I remember hearing about it when it ended because of how it ended.
Yes.
So I don't remember when.
So it started in. Oh no. Yeah, I'm right. Okay, so it started in 2012, and the final episode was 2014. It's gonna be 10 years soon.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Which I saw a gift set of the finale again with Korra and Asami. I, honest to God, it went over my head.
As a kid?
Not as a kid.
15. As 15. You were a kid at 15.
No, not over my head as far as like, I don't know, but I genuinely was just like, okay, yeah, sure, they're friends. But then everyone was like, no, Korra Asami canon. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's fine. You know what? Why not? They went through so much, especially Korra. That was a good show. Oh, that was such a good show. Anyway, God, it's been 10 years. That's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, I'm literally looking. We have our Avatar Korra shelf right over there. I have my Avatar Korra pop figures up there. I hit the mic, sorry. So yeah, it's still safe to say that I am still into the show. And then we got the chance, actually, I don't know if I ever got to talk about it with you. We got the chance to go to a Comic-Con here, and we got to do a Q&A with the voice actors of Korra.
You did?
Yeah.
How did I never know about that?
To be fair, it was Father's Day weekend, and also I didn't go to work the day before because my mom had COVID, but then she was fine. Okay. So then
I do remember that. You didn't tell me about this part, but I remember that weekend.
Yeah, because I was like, well, I don't want to brag, and then you're like, oh, so you could have went to work.
I wouldn't have cared.
I don't know. Anyway, but it was fine. Like, she stayed in her room. Like, we weren't sick at all. We took tests, whatever. Like, I'm not spreading anything, whatever.
Also, this was like how long ago?
A couple months ago. And also, we wore masks. We do our best to wear masks in public anyway, so it's not like we're just like coughing it up in this Comic-Con and just being like, we're so sick, but we're gonna meet the voice actors of Korra because we have to. Anyways, but it was really cool, actually. Me and my sister were just in awe because we were like, oh my god, she sounds so much like Korra.
I mean, yeah.
And then she's such a cool person. Like, she genuinely loved Avatar or Last Airbender beforehand, and so she's like, honestly, like, I wanted to do a good job voicing Korra. And Korra is such an amazing character. And like getting to hear from her, you can tell like she wasn't just like, it was a job. Yeah. I just voiced it. Like, she genuinely cared about the character, about the world building, and she's so excited for the future that me and Krita were just sitting there just like
enraptured.
Yeah, we're just like, oh my god, that's crazy. That's Korra on stage. And then we were like, oh, I guess we can meet her afterwards, but we didn't bring anything to sign because we were like, oh, you have to pay for it. But apparently it was free. But then me and my sister were like, nah, we couldn't do that, because right when she starts talking and be like, hi guys, how's it going? We'd be like,
please.
We love Korra so much. She means so much to us. You don't understand.
I never even realized how much Avatar stuff you have.
We have. This has been
like a whole shelf right there.
Well,
things on the wall right there.
I mean, I think ever since like 2021, because it got onto Netflix, a lot more people were watching it, so they've made more and more stuff. Because there wasn't a lot of stuff, especially for Korra, when we had gotten into Avatar, which I'm sure it's like 15 years ago or something like that.
When did that start?
We didn't watch it when it first came out, but no. We started getting into The Last Airbender when the movie came out, because we were like, oh, it's gonna be a movie.
The live action?
Yeah, the live action. It's gonna be a movie. Well, let's watch it off the TV show, or let's watch what it's based off of. Well, we fell in love with the TV show, and then we watched the movie.
They were disappointed.
Yeah. And so, so that was like, God. I mean, the show came out in 2005.
Okay.
But the movie...
That's 20 years almost.
Huh?
That's 2005? That's next year, it'll be 20 years.
Oh, I thought you said 28.
20 years.
And the movie came out in 2010. So, yeah, it's been like 15 years since we got into Avatar.
I remember watching the first episode of Korra live when it premiered, because I was still like into Nick and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I like had vaguely knew what Avatar was about. Like, I had watched some episodes like when it came on TV and stuff like that. But I wasn't like, I didn't watch it like as a continuation. It was just like whenever it was on.
Yeah.
And so I watched the first episode and I was like, what's going on, man? And I think I watched like the second episode when it premiered, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna go watch SpongeBob.
Get this off the screen.
Like, it's not that I didn't like it, I just didn't know what was going on. And
Yeah.
at that time, I mean, it was 2012, so I was like 13. I guess I could have. I really tried. I could have gone back and tried to watch the whole show, but I was like, I'll watch Red vs. Blue.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Like, I got other stuff to watch.
I know when we first got into Last Airbender, like, we loved this show so much. Like, it had already ended by that time, right? 2010. And then we heard that they were making the next show, and then we're like, no, that means Aang's not there. He's dead. And I remember when it first announced, so sorry to be anti-feminist, but I did not want to watch it. Because I'm like, it's not Aang. It's just some girl. But then I remember Nickelodeon did like because I think season 1 had already ended at that point, and they might have announced season 2, or they implied that they were making book 2 or whatever, and they were doing a marathon, and we caught it at like episode like 5 or something, halfway through, and we watched that episode and we're like, oh my god, this is so good. And so then we went back on demand and we watched all of book 1, and we're like, oh my god, this is so good. So yeah, and then all the stuff we've gotten has just been a couple of years, just because recently they've all come out with stuff. But yeah, you could say that we still really care about the universe.
I remember you tried to get me to watch. You
Yes.
had you brought over book 1 on DVD to my house for like a sleepover, however many years ago that was.
10 years ago.
I think we
No.
no, it wasn't that long ago.
No,
but did I fall asleep like in the middle of it?
Yeah, you did.
I remember we didn't finish it, but I don't remember why. Okay.
Because of you.
I guess. Well,
I think also because I think that day, and then I was leaving anyway because it was the next morning or something, and then you were just like, oh well.
Okay.
I tried, and I was like,
it's not that I didn't like it. It's just like,
I think I also brought over Kiki's Delivery Service.
I think you watched that instead, or
I know we did watch an episode or 2 of Avatar, and you're just like, I'm done. And I was like, okay.
It's not that I don't like it. It's not that I think it's bad. It's just I'm not into it. It's like I watch it and I'm like, it's just a kid show. Like, I know it's good. I know it's got like a really good plot. Obviously, I've heard everything about it, so I know what it's about. And I think that's why I can't get into it. Cause I'm like, oh, well, I know everything about it.
That's true. Yeah.
So I try to watch it now, and it starts so slow, and I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's like I get it already.
More for me. Anyway,
like I said, it's not that I don't like it. It's not that I think it's bad. It's a good show. I know that is.
It's okay. More for me. Anyway, I think that's about. You go on, because I feel like I might remember as you talk or something. But I feel like I'm still into the stuff that I was. Well, not so much Panic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you get into water parks?
Why the hell would you bring that up?
Because I got something I want to bring up with you. So when did you get into water parks?
Okay. That was after high school.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. It was 2017.
Oh, I thought it was during high school. I could have sworn it was during high school.
Nope.
Okay, so
no, it was during my adult years.
Oh, okay. So why'd you repost an Austin edit on BlueSky?
Oh, because that's my mutual. That's my friend. That's my friend. Shout out to Iz. We've been together. We've been friends for such a long time. So I was like, I'll be nice.
Okay, because I only follow like you and like one other person on BlueSky. I just made the account, and so my following tab is just a bunch of backlog of stuff you posted. And so I was like, what the fuck? Why did she...
Wait a minute.
I thought y'all were ups.
Really no. Yeah.
I figured it was like a friend of yours, but I just thought it was funny. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, normally for her edits and stuff, like I'm like, I gotta support.
It was a good edit.
Yeah, it was a good edit.
I just thought it was funny. So I was like, why is she reposting Austin? All she ever does is bitch about him.
Stop it, you can see this. And then he's gonna write about me again. Anyway, I haven't. Yeah, that's
okay.
Why.
Okay,
it's because of my friend.
That's what I figured. I just wanted to bring it up. It was funny.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Well, Red versus Blue.
At 15, I was super into it because that was when season. Oh god. I think season 13, which was like the widely considered the best like arc, because season 1 through 5 is one arc, 6 through 8 is one arc, 9 to 10 is one arc. 11 to 13 is one arc, and then it just kind of goes off the rails. And 11 to 13 is like the best one, at least in my mind, and a lot of people's minds. And so 13 was when that arc was ending, and so I was like going at, like, I remember one time I was so into it, I had watched an episode the night before, and I came into work, came into school the next day, and me and Priscilla were sitting, like, just having breakfast, and I was just like, I was like, I'm thinking about this episode so much, I've got to write it down, and I put out a piece of notepaper and started writing down my thoughts, like writing out a meta.
That's my sister with Arcane right now. She's just like, I can't sleep. I keep thinking of Arcane.
That was literally me.
I can't. I gotta get online. I gotta talk about it with someone. She wants me to watch it so bad, but she's like, oh, let's watch it now. And I'm like, it's not an easy thing to watch.
Yeah, it's not like, well, just slap it on.
Yeah. It's just every time. With last night we were on Netflix. She's like, I know we can watch. I'm like, I'm not getting into Arcane right now.
I was here too.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. We're saying how you're feeling about Arcane and how you want to talk about it and you think about it like it's on your mind, is how they were feeling about Red vs. Blue 10 years ago. You missed it. They had to write all their thoughts out at school because they just could not stop thinking about it.
I wrote like an essay just to myself.
Yeah.
And Priscilla looked over. She's like, "What are you writing? Did you not finish your homework?" And I was like, "I'm thinking about Red vs. Blue." It was like the last episode really fucking me, man. Because, like, it's a comedy show, it is, but, like...
But there is...
But, like, not really... Okay, well... Season 6 onward is, like, it balances, like, comedy and, like, seriousness. Season 1 through 5 is just pure, like, comedy, and it's, like, fucking hilarious, and I will, like... Sometimes I still think about jokes that happened in Season 1 and, like, 2 and 3, and I'll just laugh my ass off to myself in my head because it's so funny. But like season like 13, like 11, 13 especially was like when it got like the most deep because they changed writers, and it was the writer of those seasons was like a fan of the earlier seasons, so he was like, I'm writing my fan fiction now, and so
if only we could do that to our favorite shows.
Literally, it's like he's living the dream, man.
Right, he's doing what we all want to do.
And then season 14 after that was like an anthology season, which it has a couple good episodes, but a lot of it was mostly just like one-off, like whatever they want to do. And then after that,
short stories.
Yeah, and then after that, I've watched the rest of it, but I can't even remember. I could not tell you what happened after that, because after that was like God, when did that come out? Because it took a break after season 14 for a while, so season 15 didn't come out until we were out of high school.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure. So I don't remember a lot of that because I was going through other stuff and I was dealing with other stuff.
Yeah.
So season 11 through 13 is like high school, like 10 years ago. Like that is
that defines your high school.
Which that was the seasons that Felix and Locust were introduced. So those are my Blorbos. Those are my babies.
Yep.
And so obviously those are the ones that I was like latched onto.
Who did you dress up as for Halloween 9th
Felix.
grade? 9th grade? Remember you made the helmet.
Felix.
That was 9th grade, or was that 10th grade?
10th grade, I think. But it was Felix.
I thought that was 9th grade.
Maybe it was 9th grade. I don't fucking know.
I'll blur together.
It was because it was after that. No, because the helmet was after, it had to been after season 13 because my grandpa, he finished the paint job for me, and he wrote on the bottom R.I.P. Felix because he died after season 13. He died at the end of season 13, and so it had to have been after 10th grade at least.
Okay.
So it must have been 10th grade.
I don't know why I assumed it was 9th grade. Oh, 9th grade you dressed up as one of the creepypasta? No, not creepypasta.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah?
It was Eyeless Jack, I think.
Okay.
The blue mask with the black eyes, that was Eyeless Jack.
Oh, okay.
I was really into creepypasta
10 years ago,
and I still do. But like not in like well, because it was also, let me see, when did Marble Hornets end? Marble Hornets ended in 20.
Do you need to look it up?
Not 2016. That was too long. Yeah, look up when Marble Hornets ended. I'm pretty sure it was like 2014. Show these guys balls, please.
We're gonna count how many times you said that. We need to do a counter on how many times we reference. I don't think we have yet.
No, because I tried to start doing it in one of ours, and I was like, this is too much.
Oh.
Because we were doing it like every 5 seconds.
What am I looking up?
Marble Hornets, like when it ended.
Sorry.
I know it started in 2009. I just don't remember when it ended. I think it was 6 years after that. But
Marble Hornets, 2014.
2014. Whoa. Yeah. So in 10 years ago. So yeah, it was like right when we were starting high school is when it ended. And I remember, I remember it now because when Brian died, I started crying to you because he killed himself, and I was like, they got this in the episode, and then at lunch, I was like, I gotta tell you what happened in the episode last night, and you were like, what?
What are you saying to me?
What are you talking about?
This is in 10th grade?
9th grade.
Oh, my bad, 9th grade. Yeah.
And so, yeah, I was really into Marble Hornets, and even after it ended, I still stayed into, like really into it for a few years because, it lingers. Yeah. And then nothing really happened with it for a while because obviously it ended and there was a whole thing with like the creators, they broke up, like their like company like dissolved. And then they started releasing comics a few years ago, and so I got back into it now. The comics are still going, but there's like it has been a new one for like probably like 6-7 months.
Yeah.
They're not very common. They're not very like consistent because it's just like 2 people making them.
Yeah.
So they take a while.
It's whenever they
can. Yeah. And now right now they're doing that Kickstarter for the book.
Yes.
That won't come out till 2026, and I already paid for it.
Oh yeah.
So that was my
2026.
That's not a real year.
Okay, that was 2.
We already got 2. So let's see. I remember high school. So high school, Marble Hornets, Red versus Blue was my 2 big ones.
Yeah.
Red versus Blue.
I guess we were into Marvel 10 years ago.
Yeah, I guess we were because that was when like the prime.
Oh my god. That was when Winter Soldier came out 10 years ago.
I remember it.
Oh my god, I remember when you watched it too. We were in 9th grade actually. And I remember, oh. That's insane. Good cinema hasn't been good.
They haven't topped it. They haven't topped it.
No, literally watching the trailer for the new Captain America movie.
I haven't watched it yet. I don't want to.
I don't either. And I feel bad because I love the fact that they have Sam as Captain America.
Yeah.
I think the show was good to an extent, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's great. I think it went to him instead of Bucky. Blah, 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 whatever. Not blah, blah, blah. But,
yeah,
you know
whatever.
I mean. But watching the trailer for this and what it's based on, it's just like, I don't like it.
It's like, come on, guys.
Like, you can do good. You did good.
Right?
With Winter Soldier. What happened?
What happened?
I feel like we had this conversation in the first episode because I think because our ships was Bucky and I was about to say Bucky and Sam. That is one of it. Bucky and
Captain America.
Steve.
There you go.
His name. Doesn't help. They're both S.
Yeah.
Sam and Steve. Apparently he's attracted to S's. I don't know. Anyway, whatchamacallit. But literally watching all the Captain America movies, Civil War pisses me off. It pisses me off.
I like
so
Civil
much.
War, but whenever I think about it too hard, it
Yeah.
pisses me off. But I do like the movie if I just watch it.
That's fair. I just anyway, and then the First Avenger, good. It's a good intro.
Yeah, it's a good movie, but it's not like anything really like revolutionary. It's a good movie though. It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good what's the word?
It's a good
origin story.
It's a good origin story. Yes.
Him and my drink.
Yeah. Whatchamacallit?
The chorus.
Oh no.
With it. I'll just hold it. It's fine.
It's okay if you get it on water. It's fine. It's just water. It's okay as long as you don't drop the whole whatever. Don't do that. Anyway, whatchamacallit? Sorry. What was I saying?
Something about Captain America, Civil War.
Oh, Winter Soldier is such a good movie. But I remember when you watched it because you were explaining it to me, and you're
was
like,
I?
Yeah, we were in 9th grade. We were in the cafeteria. It was always you explaining stuff to me. You never let me explain my stuff. You would always explain your stuff.
You would explain your stuff.
Maybe. I don't remember.
How do you think I know about Taylor Swift and shit?
That's true. Yeah, that's true. I don't know why. I just always remember you explaining your stuff.
It's because I would, yeah.
You explained in the cafeteria line about Patrick killing Joe in the Young Blood Chronicles for Fall Out Boy. And I was like, what the hell are you watching? You explained Red vs. Blue. You talked about Winter Soldier.
Yeah, explain Marble Hornets.
And Marble Hornets. Yeah. That's crazy. But yeah, I do remember that. So sorry, it just reminded me that we were really into Marvel back then.
It didn't help with me talking to you about like all the stuff I liked is because me and Priscilla were just now getting back to being friends.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really talk to her about a lot of stuff yet.
Yeah.
Because like we met again, and before that the only conversation we had in the last 15 years was
y'all wanted it.
Her sending me a death threat in elementary school.
In elementary school.
And then we met again. It was like the Spider-Man. It was like, yeah, you. And so we were just starting to be friends again, and it was like, okay, maybe we shouldn't kill each other.
Yeah.
So you were like my only friend at that point.
That's fair, yeah. Especially, we did move to school districts, and we were the only 2 people that knew each other.
Yeah. So I was like, I gotta tell you about something.
Yeah. I gotta tell you.
I gotta talk, man.
So we were big into Marvel back then. I think I was just getting into Marvel because I think like Avengers came out in 2012, so I was kind of like, okay, like I'll actually want to watch the movies instead of my dad forcing us to watch the movies. And what else came out in 2014? Was it Guardians of the Galaxy?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch it then. I didn't. Well,
I saw it in theaters.
Same with Winter Soldier. I say that, but yet okay, so I guess maybe 2015 I really got into because at that point I was really only into Spider-Man. And it was only Andrew's Spider-Man because they didn't make
naturally
Tom's yet. Whatchamacallit?
I remember when Tom's came out and you were you went nuts.
I remember seeing him first in Civil War, and I was already mad because they replaced Andrew already. Can you see him here? Oh, that's another update.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Guess who I got to meet, guys? I don't know if you can even see him. I got to meet Andrew. I think the last time we filmed the video, I was wearing my Andrew Era shirt.
You were?
I was.
Because it was the albums and it was the Era shirt.
Because you just got it for me for Christmas, too. That's another update. It's been a year.
Oh, oh God.
Wait.
Then like
No,
it's been like 6 months, right?
And I already talked about it. We probably should have watched our episode.
No, you didn't talk about it in.
It's been a year already since I met him.
When did you meet him?
July of last year.
July of last year?
July 9th of 2023. Yes.
I guess you must have talked about it
Maybe.
then. I thought it was this year that you met him.
No, it was last year.
It's already been a year?
Yeah, it's been a year.
No wonder you forget sometimes.
Yeah. I know. Oh, what was I talking about? And then I was like, I don't know what I said. And I'm like, oh yeah, I did meet Andrew. Oh, because I was seeing him because they were doing We Live in a Time press. And I was watching him do the puppy interview. And I was like, oh, it'd be so cool to meet him. I already did. I blacked out. I guess I did. We should keep a timeline of what things happened. I totally forgot. But anyway, whatchamacallit. But yeah, I was mad that they replaced him. But then watching Civil War, I was like, he's not bad, this little guy. And then Homecoming came out. We were really excited because it looked good. And then Zendaya was in it. So we were like, oh, we love Zendaya.
Yeah.
I guess the kid playing Spider-Man is fine now. And then we watched it, and then my life changed forever.
You can check on your personal channel for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatchamacallit? But I guess it wasn't. Maybe I wasn't into Marvel as much then 10 years ago. Maybe I'll have to wait till next year.
I mean, I'm kind of going through all of high school.
That's fair, yeah.
Because it kind of all blends together.
What else? What came out when we were in high school? Well, Civil War for one. That was my junior. That was our junior year.
Mhm.
God.
Yeah, I've seen every Marvel movie before Infinity War I've seen in theaters, except for I think Captain Marvel.
We saw a Captain Marvel movie
because my dad dragged me to. Well, not I wouldn't say dragged me because I did want to go, but he took me to every Marvel movie that came out before that in theaters. So I saw Guardians of the Galaxy in theaters. The first one I saw. Homecoming. I saw Civil War. Winter Soldier. I couldn't think of the word.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen all of them in theaters except for like the newer ones. And then the only newer ones I've seen in theaters are the ones that I think we've gone to.
Yeah.
Like Love and Thunder and the other one.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not we're speaking to the choir here. I think everyone could agree.
Yeah.
Marvel's kind of going downhill.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to explain it. Really, my only hope and our only hope and savior is the Spider-Man series. I swear to God, if they mess it up, I will go to Marvel Studios myself. I will talk to Kevin Feige myself and say, give it to me! And I'll start writing it. They're going to mess it up. I just know they are.
Oh, they're going to.
Could you tell? I was like thinking, I'm like, is he even on my wall?
We're sitting on him.
Up here. We're literally I literally have the little one. Where is he?
Is he behind me?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is that the one that was in your car?
This was in the car. He's all pajamas. I'm so sorry. I'm literally sitting on Spider-Man bed sheets. Do you think I like Spider-Man? And I don't have it out, but we have a ton of Spider-Man Funko Pops that we put up. We have Spider-Man shelves.
I'm glad that you put that poster up because I thought it was so funny when I got you that.
Oh yeah.
That was a card. It was like
card, yeah.
Was it a Christmas card or birthday card?
Christmas.
Yes. And I was like, she'll probably get a kick out of this giant poster for no reason.
It's really cool, actually. I'm glad I could hang it up.
That's good.
Because then there's another one on the other side. It's where he's standing. But I was
that's good because my grandma got mad at me for spending $9 on a card. I was like, she'll like it.
Did you tell her I have it hung up?
I didn't know, but I will. I'll let her know.
Did you not pay attention to my wall?
No, I knew you had it hung up, but I shouldn't tell her. I knew you had it
my bad. Anyway.
So yeah.
So yeah, we were kind of into Marvel 10 years ago, and now we're kind of falling out of it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I still like Marvel. I mean, I'm wearing an X-Men shirt.
Yeah. That doesn't count. That's different.
Yeah,
I mean, you
is,
know what I mean.
It is Marvel, but it is different because it was Fox for a long time and not Disney or like Marvel Studios.
Yeah.
But it is still, it's in the same realm. I mean, it's the comics, they all mix together because they all kind of just do whatever they want. So, but yeah. Honestly, X-Men's cooler than Avengers. They always have been.
Yeah.
It's just they don't get as much attention.
No. But, yeah, my mom was really excited when X-Men 97 came out. That's all she was talking to me about. And I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. Not that I hate X-Men, because I did watch the old cartoon and I would play the games a lot. But I did see the movies, but I always thought their stories were really cool, honestly. I was like, why can't...
I liked X-Men 97. I just wish that they hadn't put the stupid Magneto and Rogue storyline in it.
Yeah.
Because, like, that was from the comics and it did not need to come back.
Yeah.
They did not need it. And also, I thought it was really funny how Charles just, like, fucked off for half the series.
Yeah. And then he was like, I'm back, by the way. I was on some other planet. He was like, trying to marry, right? Like,
he was trying to, like, marry the space, like, princess. And it's like, alright, dude, sure.
I guess. What else are you gonna do?
It's like, here, Magneto, you do it. Yeah. That was really funny. It was a good series, though. I just wish they didn't put the Rogue and Magneto stuff. That was like, it was a weird thing from the comics that didn't need to come back. There's a lot of weird stuff in the comics because it was the 60s to 80s or whatever. It's like, you can leave it. You can leave it in there. We don't need to bring it in.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I was gonna say, I guess, yeah. It's like every other project that comes out. We're like, okay.
Yeah, it's either they're back, they're not. They're back, they're not.
We're so back. We're so done. We're so
really me with Moon Knight. I was like, we're so back, and then the thing after, what was it after it came out?
What was after?
I don't even remember. I think was it like Love and Thunder or something like that, or was
something like that.
I was like, oh,
I know that sucked. Oh, Ragnarok was so good. I know. And then Love and Thunder came out, and we're like,
there was parts of it I liked, but like a lot of most of it I was just like, Loki season 2 was good, even though it makes me very sad.
I do forget about Loki, yeah. Not in a bad way. I didn't get to watch it.
Yeah, it was really good, and I think it was a good like plot. It makes me sad when I think about it. Yeah. Not because it was bad, just because it's very sad.
It's very Yeah, I think the really last Marvel thing I've watched new wise is probably Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about Deadpool and Wolverine?
I don't know. How do I feel about it? I should have worn my Deadpool shirt. I've watched it now, I think like 65 times.
Oh, I thought it was more. Yeah.
I think I slowed down whenever once it got to like past the 50 mark. I was like, all right.
I think we're good.
I think we're good. Like, I still like it, obviously. I'll still watch it again if it gets put on, but like I don't feel the need to. It's like there was times when it, like, after I first watched it, where I was going to the bathroom at work and watching clips of it in the bathroom. For real? I'm being 100% serious. Oh my God. Because I was thinking about it so much. I was like, I gotta go watch it. I'm gonna go watch a clip.
It's so fucking funny. We need to tell Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, hey guys, you got your #1 fan right here, watching it during the bathroom break at work. Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
Because it was like in my head. No, it was like, it's like you got like the buzzing in your head. It's like I gotta watch it right now.
I gotta see it.
I gotta see it because like even though I can like imagine it in my head, it's like it's not the same. I need to watch it. And so I'd be like, I would go in and like watch either like the car fight scene or the intro, like the dance intro, and I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go back to work now.
That's enough. I had my fix.
And I can go and I can watch the rest when I get home.
This is what's waiting for me at home. The rest is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Well then, because then Transformers 1 came out, and so then it switched over.
Yeah, that's true. Were you really into Transformers 10 years ago, or had it kind of been dormant?
No, I was into it. I've never really not been into it, even if it was like lowered by other things, like lower than other things.
Yeah.
Because like even like 2014. I'm pretty sure that's
if there wasn't a movie out.
Well, no, not a movie. There was still Bay movies coming out, but
2014, Age of Extinction.
That was the one. That's the worst one. No, I was thinking more like the comics because I read the comics whenever they came out. I'm trying to remember what comic series was running in 2014 to 2016, 2017.
Do you want me to look it up?
I think it was More Than Meets the Eye and Lost Light, which is like the best one, but I think that might have been 2018 actually. I'm trying to remember. I know Lost Light's my favorite comic like storyline, but I just can't remember when it came out. I think it was 2018 though. That was after high school. And I'm pretty sure More Than Meets the Eye was running during high school though, and I was reading that as it was coming out. But yeah, I've always been into Transformers. It's never really been like not into it. It was just like when there wasn't like active like shows being made or movies coming out, it was covered by other things, because there was a lot of other stuff going on.
More Than Meets the Eye started publishing in 2012.
I knew it was older, but it was like it went on for a while. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if you're going to tell me when it ended.
Because More Than Meets the Eye like ended, and then Lost Light continued from it, and then Lost Light ended in 2019, I think.
Yeah, Lost Light started in 2016.
Okay, so then Lost Light was like high school then. So Lost Light's like the best one, my favorite. I know it's been so long since it came out. I can't remember the dates anymore.
Right.
I do have a funny story about Transformers, which I didn't know we were going to talk about. Like things were 10 years ago when this happened yesterday. And I didn't want to text you because it's too hard to explain. But
yesterday.
This happened yesterday.
Oh. Okay.
So I have to explain this whole thing because this first part. So when I was in preschool, I thought it was preschool. I have this weird memory of being read a Bible story where a guy gets his eyes poked out, and it traumatized me.
Yes.
So I realized what I was actually remembering last night because I was watching Transformers, and it was a Transformers episode.
Oh.
And I'm being 100% serious. So it's episode 3 of G1, so the 80s cartoon. And it's okay. So the whole thing. So Starscream comes back as a ghost. He died in the movie. He comes back as a ghost. And that's just something he can do. He didn't know he could do that. He's immortal, basically. Okay. He's one of his.
I mean, yeah.
It's a whole thing. I'd have to explain the whole Transformers lore.
Nah.
I'm just gonna get into this part.
It's okay.
So he's a ghost. He's come back as a ghost, and he can possess like other mechs and like make them do stuff.
Okay.
So he goes to Unicron because Unicron like got blown up in the movie. Just because the way it's continued the continuity is G1 season 1, G1 season 2, the movie, G1 season 3, G1 season 4. Mm-hmm. So everything that happened in the movie, everything that happens in season 3 and 4 is after the movie. So in the movie, Unicron gets blown up and Starscream dies, and he comes back as a ghost in season 3, and Unicron just kind of floating around as a head for a while in season 3, and so Starscream reactivates Unicron, even though he's just a head, and Unicron's like, hey, I still have powers. If you fix me, like, and give me like my eyes and stuff like that back, I'll make you a new body. So he goes and he steals. He possesses Scourge and goes and steals Metroplex's eyes, which Metroplex is like a giant transformer. He's like a city. And there's the scene where they take his eyes, because he's like a big like I said, he's a city. So they go in like a room basically where his head unit is, and they're like these little like eyes basically but they're in the back. And so they take him out, they yank him out, and then Metroplex like immediately transforms and jumps up. He's like, my eyes, and he's like smoke coming out of his eyes because they ripped his eyes out.
Yeah.
And so that's what I was remembering.
Interesting. So it wasn't a...
I think it was a mix. I think I did hear about a Bible story vaguely that had something to do with eyes, and then my brain just mixed it together because I watched that as a kid too. Because I watched G1 from age 3 to like age... I mean, it never stopped really. But like I don't know. Because I didn't remembering that episode so vividly until I watched it again recently. I was like, that was like... I was like having flashbacks. I was like, that's what I was remembering.
Wait a minute.
For the last 20 years, it was this fucking
episode. It was damn Transformers.
Because there was like an image in my mind of like a guy like with his eyes gone and like him like screaming in pain, and that's what I thought was the Bible story because there was something similar I guess that happened like in the Bible story. What doesn't happen in the Bible?
I mean,
what?
The Bible is based off Transformers.
A guy who's only ever seen Transformers in the Bible. But then when I saw the episode recently, because I was rewatching G1, I saw that scene of Metroplex jumping up with his eyes going. I was like, that's what I was remembering. That's it. So yeah, this traumatic memory that I've had for 20 years is actually an episode of Transformers that I was been remembering.
That's so funny.
So yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you that last night, but I was like, this is too hard to explain over text. I'm just gonna tell you tomorrow. But yeah, so that was last night. I was having a crisis. I was like, so that's what I've been remembering. So yeah, I was into Transformers though, in high school though. What were you gonna say?
Let's say the dots have connected.
I've connected the two dots.
What is that, like fifth reference we've made?
Yeah. But yeah, I was into more like the comics in high school because the like the only movies that were going on were the Babe movies, which aren't very good.
We're not even yeah.
And I'm trying to remember if there was any shows going on. I think maybe no, Prime ended.
Supernatural.
I meant Transformer shows, but yes, but yes, Supernatural too. We'll get into that.
Yeah. We'll get into that.
It's still recording real quick. It should be, but just
yeah,
it's fine. Okay. So yeah, Supernatural. I was into Supernatural. That was God. What year was that? Or what season would that have been?
2014.
2014 would have been season.
Is that when they ended the show and then brought it back? Because I remember you telling me about...
That's season 6, and that was like 2011. I think it must have been like season 9 or 10. I remember watching it live in high school because I was still living at my mom's house, and I would watch it like in the living room and then have to run back to my room before they got home. And I remember watching the premiere of season 9, I think, because it was when... It was after the angels fell, and when they're all human.
You need me to look it up?
Just look up season or what? Look up season 9 of Supernatural. Like what year that came out? I think it was season 9.
If I can spell. Season 9?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's season 9.
That was 2013 to 2014.
Okay, so it must have been season 10 then that I was watching in high school, 2014.
Oops. Okay.
Because it was mostly like every year.
Yeah, 2014 to 2015.
Yeah, so season 10 then. Oh, what happened to season 10? Season 10's like one of the forgettable ones. I think it was what happened at the end of season 9? Because then season 9 is like the whole thing is like the angels all fell from heaven. They're all human now. It's a whole bunch like civil war on Earth. There's like a bunch of it's a whole thing. I don't remember what season 10 was. I know season 11 is the darkness, which that's a whole thing. God's sister. So season 10 must have been something in between that. I don't fucking know. It's fine.
It's okay.
It's been a long time. Like I rewatch Supernatural every once in a while, but I usually only get to about season 8 before I tap out again. Because that's like season 7 is like probably one of the worst seasons, and so sometimes I'll get to season 8's really good. So then I push through season 7 and then get to season 8, and that's when I finish season 8. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm done. So, but I was into Supernatural in high school because obviously Super Hulock.
Oh.
And that Cassidy said that to me the other day, and she was like, "Oh, you're the first generation of Super Hulock," and I was like, "Don't say that to me."
Oh yeah.
Don't say that to me.
Why the hell would you say it like that? First generation.
Well, because she was saying that like she was on Tumblr too, and that when she was into like Super Hulock, the Super Hulock of her generation was like Hannibal and What We Do in the Shadows and something else.
What?
It's like the popular shows on Tumblr basically, and like her circle or whatever.
I guess.
And so I was like, yeah, Super Hulock when I was like just Super Hulock, Supernatural Sherlock and Doctor Who. And she's like, oh, first generation. I was like, what?
I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
Yeah. So.
I forget about Super Hulock. I mean, okay. Well, I still watch Doctor Who.
She never watched Supernatural, so
never watched Supernatural. I tried actually in high school.
I know you did,
and then I got 5 episodes in, and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, she got to the first episode that actually started introducing the plot of the whole show and tapped out.
I skipped it. I don't know. I don't remember.
What was the Bloody Mary episode you tapped out on, right?
I didn't even watch it.
That was the episode that had the introduced plot.
I wasn't about to watch that. I was a scared child back then. What? Anything would scare me.
High school?
Yes. I couldn't sleep.
I watched that when I was 7.
Okay, we're very different.
I know that. But God.
Yes.
It's not even a scary episode.
No, I know, but I didn't want to even bother. I don't even. What's the point then? I don't even know why I even bother to watch it if I'm like, I'm gonna get scared. I don't know. My life was different back then.
It's only scary, like even slightly scary for like the first season, and then after that, it's like it's not at all.
It's okay. But I got into Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, watched Sherlock.
Yeah.
I never watched season 4 actually.
I didn't either. Well, yeah, I did. I did actually. I was gonna say I didn't, but no, I did. I remember now.
Because by that time I was done. I was like, that's it. No more for me. But yes, we got into Sherlock. Like, we like really got into Sherlock. My mom still talks about it now. And I'm like, Mom, no.
I know my grandma still has the DVD of season 3, and I'm like, get that out of here.
Get that
out of here.
Don't make me look at that. I forgot something. We brought it up recently. I don't even remember what. I was just like, oh. Like, I remember I was at my friend's keepsake because I was part of the court. And, like, I was messaging you, like, do you have season 2 or 3? I think 3 on DVD. And you're like, yeah, I'll bring it to
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that.
I was like, oh, thank God, because we need to see it now. And I have a vivid memory of me getting dressed for this quince. I don't know why I didn't get dressed before, or I used the restroom or something. I don't remember. But I remember I was struggling with my dress and everything, and I'm like, Sherlock season 3, you better bring it to school. It's like, come on. Get your priorities right.
Is it ever that serious?
It was never that serious. No, but
not Supernatural. Or not Sherlock. Not Sherlock. I'm still thinking about Supernatural.
Yeah, no. But I remember in 10th grade is when I really got into, or not really, I had just started getting into Doctor Who. Have I ever finished it? No. Nope. Technically, I stopped somewhere on 10th Doctor.
That's crazy that you never even got that far.
I know. I don't know why. I mean, I don't have an excuse now. It's all on whatever.
It's all on HBO Max, which you are free to use my account if you want to.
I'm logged into someone's account. I'm logged into Juvenile's account, I think.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because I think he had offered. So I was like, okay, I'll take it. And he said he didn't use it or something. I don't know. But if I never need to switch it, I'll switch it.
Yeah, if he ever stops paying for it, you can use mine.
Yeah, I'll let you know. But whatchamacallit. And we have been watching the newest Doctor, which is so good. We just watched. I was trying to tell you the other week.
Yeah, I know you didn't get very far.
Yeah, I don't know. We watched the recent episode with the bubble or whatever.
Oh, Dot and Bubble.
Thing.
Yeah, that's like the best episode of that season.
So that was crazy.
That was
really good.
That was such a good episode.
Yeah, I know. And my sister's like, "Oh, that's a racist episode." I'm like,
"Yeah,
racist episode was 13th Doctor. What are you talking about? The Rosa Parks or whatever."
God, I told you about that.
Because you told me.
The funniest thing is the racist episode with 13th Doctor. It doesn't even narrow it down. There's a few.
There's a few.
They
really fucking hated her.
God, that nothing against what's her name? Jodie Whittaker. I always want to say Jodie Foster, but that's someone else.
No, that sucks too. It's like every time they give us something, they always mess it up.
Yeah, because like Jodie Whittaker was good, like a good actress.
Yeah.
They just didn't give her anything to work with.
They're like, oh, woman doctor? Nope. Down the drain.
Woman doctor? Make her a racist.
Make her a terrible person. Make us the worst ever.
And like, I know the doctor's not always a good person anyway, but like they just did not even give her a chance.
At least they
had her over here defending Amazon. I was like, what is happening in here? Defending capitalism.
That's why I was so scared for the 15th Doctor, technically. 15. So scared. Because I was like, oh my God, I swear to God if they mess it up. But it's been so good. I haven't finished it yet.
I'm not gonna say anything because
I think the next episode's the Bridgerton or the Regency.
That was a pretty good episode. That was more of like a filler fun episode, but it's pretty good.
We started it, but we didn't get to finish it because then we had to go do other things. But whatchamacallit. So I would say like I'm still really into Doctor Who. I love it. Every time I watch an episode, I'm like, this is such a good show.
Yeah. I think you need to watch at least like. Wait, so you never watched Matt Smith at all?
I would watch a couple of episodes because my mom and her ex they would watch like the DVDs and stuff, and so it'd be very random episodes. Okay, so
because he has some really good episodes. In his seasons, and then 12. Peter Capaldi.
Yeah,
I didn't like him at first, like when he first, because I remember watching the premiere of his season. Live, and at first I was like, but he has some really fucking good episodes. Like he has one of the best arcs in like the whole show. Like so, if you ever have time, you should watch. You need to catch up.
I need to. There's a ton of stuff that I'm like, I started and never finished.
Like I would consider 12 to be like my favorite Doctor now.
I'm trying to think of. Yeah, I shouldn't even have Inuyasha on my wall because I
still
haven't finished it, and that's.
That was 9th grade and you started that, and you haven't finished it.
Yeah. Sailor Moon, too.
You haven't finished Sailor Moon?
No! There's a crap ton! That's not my fault. It is. Well, I'm trying to find stuff online. Well, it's on Hulu, but...
It can't be that hard.
It is. It is.
I watched Inuyasha on a shitty third-party website that was covered in ads.
I know.
And when I was in, 9th grade?
Yeah.
And I finished it in, 2 months?
I know.
You can do it.
I can do it.
And I was watching it while I was also reading the manga concurrently.
Yeah. I need to finish the manga.
I finished both.
Hey, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I've been getting it on DVD. I can just watch it on DVD. And I've been slowly collecting it.
I remember in high school I was trying, when we first started, I was trying to stay keep up with you.
Yeah.
Let you keep up with me. Yeah. Then you kept following mine. I was like, I can't wait for you anymore. I gotta know.
Yeah.
Because I would finish the manga, and then when I finished it, I would give it to you.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm done with this one. Now you read this one, and I would watch the episode, and I was like,
and I was the one that got you into it.
I know. I was like, you're going too slow.
I mean, I still love Inuyasha. I've been collecting a couple of stuff too because that's been getting a lot of attention as well.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
You got Inuyasha
just
there, and you got Sailor Moon right here.
There. Yeah, Sailor Moon was from my childhood, but I really got back into it. I got really into anime 10 years ago.
Yeah, you did.
I watched Inuyasha. I watched Sailor Moon.
Or on High School
Host Club.
You watch Free?
What other stuff did I watch back then that I was like...
Full Metal Alchemist?
Yes, Full Metal Alchemist. Changed my life forever.
Same.
For the worse. I'm kidding. It's such a good show. And then like random stuff. I'm trying to think of what else.
Did you watch Attack on Titan?
Oh, yeah, I did.
I tried to, but the site I was watching on was annoying me so bad that I never got past episode 3.
Yeah.
And then I gave up.
I think at that point I was watching it on Netflix because I logged in on my dad's account or something. I'm trying to look on my manga shelf. I think it's just Sailor Moon, Full Metal Alchemist. That wasn't an anime. That's not an anime. And Inuyasha. Yeah, I'm still pretty much. I mean, I have an Ed and Winry.
I love how Robert is blocking.
Yeah, he's an anime. And then Sailor Moon. I always love Sailor Moon, and then Inuyasha. It's so cool. It's cool to find new stuff. No, but yeah, I'm still pretty much into it. Yeah, I'm very bad at not finishing. It's weird. Like sometimes I'll be like, I finished this all. How have you not finished it? But then there's other stuff where it's like, I haven't watched it in like a couple years. That's fine.
I don't know how you don't finish shows. Like, you took how long to finish Daredevil?
I'm still not done.
Oh my god, I thought you finished it. I thought you finished it.
It's not my fault because for some reason I have to watch the Defenders and I don't want to watch the Defenders. I'm only here for Daredevil.
Read a synopsis and continue on.
I know, I need to. It's
because like when I start something, I cannot move on to something else until I finish it.
I know. I need to do better. That's my goal for 2025 is to finish everything.
So my I was saying my animes in high school, but saying my animes, guys. Sound like my grandma. She's like, "What are you doing? Watching your mangas and your animes." But I really only watched Inuyasha. I watched Ouran High School because you wanted to.
Yeah.
So I watched.
And I remember you were like, "Why the hell did you not tell me about the incest plot?" And I didn't know. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really know what the word incest meant. So I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And then you were like, "With the twins." I was like, "Oh, that's nothing, man. Not that I wanted it. Not that I was like, yes." But I knew I was like, "Oh, they're just acting it up."
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's the only. There's like other things of the show, but is it a good one? Yeah.
It was fine. I was mostly like the whole time I was watching, I was mostly just like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And also, I don't really watch like, what is that considered? Like a romantic slice of life anime or something like that? I don't really watch those. Yeah. Because the only other anime I ever watched before Inuyasha and that was when I was a kid. I watched Death Note, and also as a kid I watched some of Bleach and One Piece with my older cousin because he was into it. Mm-hmm. I didn't finish them though, obviously, because who could ever finish One Piece? And I only watched Bleach whenever he had it on, and that was just like it was on the background. Yeah. And I finished Death Note as a kid. Yeah. And then I read the mangas when I was, I think, like middle school. And then I didn't watch Fullmetal Alchemist till we were like what 20, something like that.
Yeah, you did wait, yeah.
Well yeah,
not wait, but
I just didn't know what it was until, and I remember exactly what made me watch it is because there was a post on Tumblr about the dog and the girl, and I sent it to you and I said, "What does this mean?" And you're like, "I'm not telling you, you have to watch it."
Yeah.
And I was like, "I'm not watching the whole show to find out what this means." And you're like, "It's episode 3, just watch it." And so I was like, "Okay, fine." So I watched episode 1, 2, and 3, and I was like, "Fuck, I gotta keep watching the whole thing now."
Is that really like that early in the season?
Yeah, it's like episode 3 or 4. Yeah.
God, I feel like it was longer. Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's pretty early. Yeah, because I remember you were like, "It's not that far into the season, just watch it." And so I was like, "Fine, I'll watch it just to figure out what this fucking joke is." And then I watched it. I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. Then I watched the whole show.
You're welcome.
And it's really good. Yes. And so now I love Fullmetal Alchemist.
It is really good.
And we all know how I feel about my man Greed.
I think I do. I don't know if they do.
I said we all know how yeah.
We no.
Can't help it, man.
Yeah. I remember telling Karina, and she was just like, "What?" That's what she got out of the show?
No, I love the show as a show. It's not like it's not like the plot went over my head.
Get out of here, I'm only here for greed.
Who
gives a shit about anything else?
No, I love the show, and I think it's a really good series, and, like, really good, like, story, but also, Greed's hot, man. I can't help it. And I'm talking about original Greed, the OG one.
Yeah, not Prince.
Yeah, because he's, like, 14 or something like that?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the original Greed.
The actual...
The spiky man with the fur vest.
Yeah.
The
sharp teeth.
The pimp-looking motherfucker.
Oh my god, yeah, it is a really good show. No, I was just thinking, I'm like, you're gonna be not mad at me, but I'm like, I know what manga I did finish reading.
What?
Or on High School Host Club. I was
it's not that very long.
No, it's a lot.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot. I was so determined to finish it because I was so pissed about how the show ended, and I was like, I need more. I need more of Haruhi and Tamaki. I don't know why. Well, I know why, but whatever. And so I was like, I gotta read this. I gotta. And I finished it. And then that's the only manga I've ever finished.
I don't remember how the show ended, but I feel like I'm remembering Grease and not that.
The show ended I don't even think it ended in the way in the manga. For some reason, Tamaki was in an arranged marriage at only like 14. They were young.
Yeah.
And so, because he's half French. That's why he has purple eyes.
Okay.
Like that.
Yeah, that's how French people work. You know how French people have purple eyes.
I don't know why they give him purple eyes.
It's anime.
They're like, oh, he's not. So yeah, I think he's half French because I think his mom's French.
Okay.
And so he's already like dealing with that, and so I think his dad set him up on an arranged marriage for some reason, so he leaves. And I don't know why. And then Haruhi goes after him because he's gonna leave for France, I believe. And then he somehow leaves and he falls. That's the crazier part. They're like falling from the bridge.
That's what I remember.
And they hold each other and then they just fall in the water, and it's just like,
that's what I was remembering.
That's gonna kill them.
I remember them being in the air for some reason. Yes. I confused that with the ending of Grease where they're flying in the car in the air, and I was like, that didn't happen in the anime, right?
Grease watched one. I was going, and they're like, we know what to do.
I was like, I remember them being in the air at some point, but I don't think it was the car. That was Grease.
Yeah, that is Grease. Yeah, I don't know why they were falling in there, and they're falling into the water. But it's very iconic, and it is a decent ending. But we were still pissed because it's like, okay, where's the rest of it? And so I ended up finishing the manga, and I was like, I have to. That was the only one I ever finished, honestly. I think, actually.
How long is that manga?
Let's see. I don't know.
Like, I mean,
18 volumes?
That's not that long.
Let's see.
I mean, Inuyasha's like, what, 60 or 70, right?
Something like that.
I don't even remember, honestly. I only read the manga once all the way through, and that was in high school, so. It was 10 years ago.
Let me see. It's only $151 to get the whole set.
I thought you were going to say 151 volumes. I was like, that's a lot. That's not 18. That's a lot.
18 volumes. I was right.
Okay. How long is Inuyasha?
Inuyasha manga. I just wanted to know how many volumes. 56.
Oh. Okay. Sort of, I thought.
I mean, they go fast. I don't know, like,
true.
Like, because I'm reading her new series, Mao, I believe it's pronounced, which is pretty good. And you get through it really quick, so there's no excuse, really.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. I need to do better. I'm so sorry. I was reading, because then I recently got into Kami-sama Kiss, but that was a couple years ago, and I was reading the manga really fast, but then I stopped. So. You could say I'm the same as I was 10 years ago. I started something and then didn't finish. And you would think 10 years later, surely by then,
right,
I would have caught up. No, I haven't finished the anime. Haven't watched any of the movies. I haven't even watched the new show.
Oh my God.
Yeah. What's funny is 10 years ago, I think, is when they started Sailor Moon Crystal, which was the revival.
Yeah. That
followed along the manga more of Sailor Moon, and we started it because we were like, okay, why not? But the animation pissed me off too much, so I stopped watching it. Which, I mean, it was pretty, but they just made those girls too damn skinny. Like, when they would move, I was like, oh my God, they're gonna break in half. Something. Their head is too pointy, and it should not be standing on the body like that. That just pissed me off.
That's fair. I've stopped watching a lot of shows because I don't like the art style. That was why I never watched Transformers Prime when I was a kid. I didn't like the art style. I'm watching it now, but I when I was a kid, like in 2011 or whatever, I was like, this looks like shit.
It still is.
I mean, it's better now. Like looking, because it's not really that the animation's bad. It's just that they had a really different art style and everything else. They like really like made everything like really like sleek and like big, and I was just like, oh,
what's the point? Yeah,
like, it looks weird. And also, they didn't give them noses. They give them all like flat faces, and I was like, this is weird. You get used to it when you watch it now, but as a kid, I was like, oh, where are my box boys? It's so funny that you have so much Sailor Moon stuff and you've never finished it. Because that's why I thought that's like your favorite show. I thought you finished it already.
No, I mean it is. I love Sailor Moon. I watched it when I was a kid and stuff, but I never finished it.
I'm trying to remember
What's funny is I think Nicole finished it.
So funny.
Yeah, I think she did. But it doesn't help also, and this is a very minor thing, they redubbed it and it sucks. I'm sorry to the voice actors, but it's not the same.
No, that's fair.
It's not the same as the 90s dub. And there's going to be a lot of people that agree with me. But you cannot find the 90s dub anywhere online.
That's weird.
I know, it sucks. Like I was able to find it on YouTube, and then that YouTube channel got blocked.
Oh,
so
and
sucks. I just stopped. That's why I stopped.
Okay.
Because it got blocked. Because it's something about the original 90s that just the voice cast that did so well. Molly has a Brooklyn accent for some reason, even though it's set in Japan. But her best friend in Japan is like, yeah, we'll give her a Brooklyn accent. And then the cats both have British accents, which is so funny. It's just hilarious. Anyway, and so they redubbed it in like 2010 or something. And we have a couple of DVDs with the new dub, and it's just not the same. So that's why I stopped.
That's fair.
So I really should just do the subbed, but I don't.
You have to pay attention with subs. And yeah, I don't know. Are you like me where you like do other stuff while you're watching shows? Or you just sit there?
Yeah, that's how I would get through a lot, was when I'm getting ready. I would just watch the shows, but I can't do that.
That's why I can't. Like, there was a couple. This is like not an anime at all. This is very different. But there was a show on on Netflix that I wanted to watch called Dark, and it's like a German like sci-fi horror show. But the dub sounds so bad. But to watch it, it's in German, like I said, and so to watch it, I just have to watch it the entire time, and I'm like always doing other stuff. I'm like, fuck, I can't. I can't pay attention.
I know.
and the dub sounds so stupid. So I'm like, I don't even want to watch it now. But it was, people said it was really good, but I was like, I can't focus long enough to watch it.
Read it, yeah.
I'll get through it eventually. Only 3 seasons. I should just do it.
We'll get through it. Don't worry, guys.
I'm trying to remember what kind of music I was into when I was in high school. It's pretty much the same, but there is some differences. I think I've just gotten like more into metal, because I was into more like dad rock when I was a kid, and like middle school and high school, and then I got more into metal as I got older. I still liked some metal when I was in high school, but it wasn't like as far into it as I am now. Because I think it kind of scared me. Like, not like scared me, but it was like I tried to listen to it, and I don't know, because like I remember when I was in like middle school, the only music I considered real music was like dad rock, because that's all I ever listened to. And when I tried to listen to metal, I was like, they're just screaming. It sounds. I don't like the way it sounds. It hurts my ears. I don't like it. And then I tried to listen to pop, and I was like, I don't know, it's too boring. So I was like only in that middle ground, and I couldn't get out of that middle ground for a long time.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I got more into metal, and I still listen to pop now, like.
You have been kind of more like, okay, I guess I'll try it.
Yeah, and I think that only was like after I hit like 20.
Yeah.
Because before that, I was like really set in my ways with music. I was like, I don't want anything else. I'm locked right here. I don't want anything else. And now I'm more like, okay, I'll listen to whatever.
Yeah.
I do have like my preferences, obviously, but I'll pretty much listen to whatever besides like K-pop, because I just don't like it. I'll listen to it if you put it on. Like, if you put it on, I'll listen to it, but I'm not gonna. It's not going on my playlist. I'll leave it on, but it's not.
Yeah, that's what I said a couple of years ago.
I don't think that's changing for me. I don't think you're gonna sway me.
Never. I mean, did you think I?
Honestly, actually, I didn't think you would, but it doesn't surprise me much as you think it does, because it is not very far removed from what you already listen to.
No, that's true. Yeah.
And you got a girl man to latch onto, so I don't know. I was trying to say girl boyfriend, but it didn't come out right.
My date friend.
I meant like a little boy you can latch onto.
Okay, well, don't say little boy. Don't say it like that.
Sorry, you know what I meant.
Yes, I know what I meant.
Yeah. a boy to latch onto.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, I can understand why you'd, get sucked into it. Oh my god, I didn't even see all these. I mean, I saw there were photo cards, but I didn't see how many of them were there. I just saw the one batch.
Yeah, Karina did. Yeah, I got a mix here.
Who's this?
That's Io.
Who?
Io Liberty from Bottoms and the Bearing.
Okay, yeah, never mind. I'm sorry.
So
when you said Io, I was thinking like I-O.
No,
like I got it now.
Yeah.
So I was like, who is? I'm trying to like think who is Io.
Hold on, I gotta go with you. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, if you would have told me 10 years ago that I would get into K-pop, I wouldn't say what the fuck. Straight out. Like, what the fuck? The Fall Out Boy to K-pop pipeline is real.
God.
Yeah, that's a recent development. Very recent.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it by how much shit you have.
I know. You would have thought I'd been into these groups for like 10 years or something. Well, they have not been around for 10 years actually. I think Stray Kids have only been around for I wouldn't even know.
Oh my god.
Whoops. My bad. I think 2018. Google. Oh, I was right. 2018. Okay.
That's not very long.
It's not very long. And P1 Harmony got debuted in 2020.
They're only like 4 years old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I knew they weren't like long-standing bands, but I didn't know they were that new.
Yeah, they are pretty new.
Oh, I guess I didn't. Starset I got into in high school.
Oh, there you go.
Because I think I briefly mentioned it last time we got a sleepover. I got into Starset because they were in a Red versus Blue AMV, and that's how I found them. And I was like, "This is a good song," and so I went and found it. It was their first album.
Yeah.
And it was like not actually very long after the album had come out because their first album released in 2013.
Wow.
And then 2013, 2014 was like towards the end. So I remember I was in I think my history class or something like that, and I was watching AMVs in the back of the class. Because that's just what I did in high school. And I came across one. It was Point of No Return by Starset, and it was really fucking good song. And I ended up going back to that video just to like listen to the song. And I was like, I should probably just like go on Spotify and stop watching this video over and over. And I listened to the whole album, and I was like, this is the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And so at that point, that was the only album they had, was that one album. So I was like, I need more right now.
I need it.
And so then I've been following them since then.
Yep.
So I got into Starset in 2014.
Wow.
So that was 10 years.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And now I've seen them 7 times.
Nice. What could be more if they came over here more.
Yeah, it could be more if they toured more. I mean, they do tour pretty often, but sometimes they only want to go to like fucking Austin, not Houston. I'm like, come on, guys.
What about me?
Don't you know about me?
What about me? What about me? What about little me over here?
Because I think the only tours I've missed was they had one in 2021 that was like an acoustic tour.
Yeah.
And they only went to Austin, not Houston for that. And I was like, fuck, man, I can't go to Austin.
Dustin, please.
Dustin, please.
What if you pick me up on the way there?
Pick me up on the tour bus.
I promise I'll be cool.
I'll be normal, I swear.
I'll just take up little space. Don't even know I'm here. Oh my god. And then take me back.
And then bring me back home, please.
Oh man.
But yeah, I've gone to pretty much every tour. I have all their albums. I have all their albums on CD and vinyl. I have like 10 different shirts from all their tours and like their different albums that were released. They would release their new one.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's go, man. It's gonna be next year. Yeah, I know. Because if it was gonna be this year, they would have announced it already.
They would have already. Yeah.
So they'll probably announce it like in December, and it'll come out like January or something like that.
Probably.
Come on, man! It's been 4 years. It's been 4 years.
I need something.
Their last album was 2021. Let's go.
Yeah, God.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been into them for a long time, and I didn't think that they would. Because like my dad doesn't like Starset like at all.
Oh yeah.
He really doesn't like them. So like we saw them. He saw them with me twice, I think. And the first time he was like, I really don't want to go see them again. And I was like, well, too bad. I'm 16. So
who else is gonna take me?
So you're taking me.
Yeah.
And then he saw with me again. He was like, I don't want to see him again. And so he and which is funny because back then, whenever he didn't like them, or like he was like still going to concerts with me, I remember having this conversation outside the venue because he was like, I don't want to go see them, and I was like, well, I don't like ghosts, so why do I have to see them with you? And now I love ghosts. And now I love ghosts so much. But that was
That's funny.
So yeah, things changed, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I really love ghosts now.
Yeah, the ghosts are really cool.
It's never that I like hated him. He was just really into him, and he still loves ghosts like a lot, but he was like really into him back then.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, they're okay, but I was like, eh. You know.
Yeah.
It wasn't until Impera came out in 2022 that I got really into him.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, fine, I see it now. And then I went back and listened to their whole discography. Yeah. I was like, okay, fine, I get it now. But back then, I was like I said, I didn't hate them, but I was just like, eh.
It wasn't, yeah.
Yeah, because they're like sort of like poppy metal, and I was like, I was more into like the heavier side of stuff, and so it took me a while to come around on him. But I came around. I love him now. So I was like, you know what, fine. I changed my mind.
I take it back. I'm sorry.
I take it back. My dad still sucks for not liking Starset.
Yeah.
The only reason he didn't like them was because he didn't like the way they performed live, and I was like, that was like their first like that was like their first like couple like tours. Like, they're not gonna be great yet.
Like,
give them time, bro. Because like to be fair, the first time we saw them, they like it was like not a whole lot, like because it was like their first, not their first tour, but close to their first tour.
Yeah.
So it was basically like just them like with cheap spacesuits and like and like a
they had $10 in a dream.
$10 in a dream, man. And also I love Dustin, but his voice did not sound good live for the first like 4 or 5 years. Like he can sing on the records. Like now he sounds good.
Yeah.
But he didn't take vocal lessons for a long
yeah.
time. And I was like, dude, you need to get into vocal lessons like right now, bro.
I'll pay for your
I'll pay for you now. Because like he had like the passion and everything like that, but he was also like super nervous on stage, so he would like hide behind like the other guys and like sing like this.
Everyone stopped looking at me.
I was like, dude, get up here, man. And so it took him a while to come into like having good shows. And they have good shows now. So I'm like, Dad, if you would just come with me now,
right?
you might like him now.
Your mind will change.
But now he won't. Now he won't. So.
Oh well, his loss.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well. Come on, guys, release a new album.
I was thinking. I think it's been like 2 hours.
Has it been?
Are we still recording?
Oops, that's calculator. It's been about an hour and a half.
Oh, okay. Well,
an hour and 22 minutes.
Okay, I just feel like it's been longer. But I'm trying to think quickly. Of what else we've been into back then that we might not be into now.
Oh, what we're not into? I don't know. I'm trying to remember what I was into in high school.
Let's do a quick round. Let's look up what was out 10 years ago.
I was gonna say look at our Tumblrs.
How am I gonna do that? What am I gonna do?
Go on Tumblr.
And do what? Oh. Were we
Miraculous Ladybug, I saw.
No. Oh my god, would that be 10 years?
Probably, yeah.
That show's been going on for so long. I'm not even gonna
Star Wars.
It. When did Force Awakens come out?
2014.
Huh?
I think so, right?
Has it been 10 years?
Yeah.
What? The Force Awakens?
I think it was 2014.
No, fucking. Oh, 2015.
Oh, well, still, it's 10 years. Almost.
That's crazy. Again, another. Yeah, I'm not really into Star Wars anymore either. I don't need to watch The Acolyte. I've seen what I need to see for that.
I think I know what you're talking about. You mean Manny Jacinto?
Yes.
I didn't watch it either. I think the last Star Wars show I watched, or Star Wars anything I watched, was Mandalorian. And season 1 and 2 were really good. Season 3 fucking sucked. So now the only Star Wars stuff I'm into is the fanfiction I read on AO3.
Yeah, because what else are we gonna do?
What else am I gonna do?
Watch canon. I don't even read fanfiction.
Yeah, you don't.
Hey, I support it to an extent, but I support it.
It's a good thing that it doesn't show like when I'm like on the like AirBuds or whatever. It doesn't show when I'm reading like listening to something like that. Instead of it's just music because. Because I found a way to listen to read fanfiction while I'm at work. Because I put it through a text to speech thing and I listen to it in my headphones.
That's why you're so zoned in.
That's why I'm listening.
I'm locked in.
A patron tries to talk to me, and I'm like, hold on, I gotta pause my Transformer slut.
Hold on.
This guy's getting railed. Hold on.
Wait, what?
It is really funny sometimes when I zone like back in,
yeah.
and I realize that what I'm listening to, and I'm listening to like
going on,
like very detailed smut while I'm sitting here organizing stuff in the back, like organizing picture books. Like, what's going on here? Who's my life come to?
Doing?
Who's my life come to?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the last Star Wars thing I watched was the Obi-Wan TV show.
I never watched that one.
That was okay. That was okay. I'm gonna be honest. It was alright. I was just like, whatever, man. Yeah. Sure. What the hell?
I can consider myself still a Star Wars fan just because I like the originals and I like some of the shows, but I don't actively watch really anything anymore.
I support some things, but I get pissed off at the annoying people in the fandom. So that at this point, I'm just like, I'm not even.
At this point, I'm not even in the fandom. I just watch things when I want to.
I just see from the outside. Yeah.
I think I've told you about.
I was just reposting Manny's.
Oh yeah.
That's all I was.
I remember seeing that and I was like, "Did you watch the show?"
No. That's his pal. I'm good looking.
I was gonna say, speaking of Transformers, I got it on the brain now.
Star Wars.
Oh. I think I've told you before. I didn't actually know I didn't actually watch the Transformers. I keep saying Transformers. I didn't actually watch Star Wars movies until Force Awakens came out. But I knew the plot of the entire trilogy because because of the Family Guy parodies. So I knew what had happened. So I had watched the Family Guy.
Oh my god, it's just like a Family Guy.
I had watched the Family Guy episode and I had watched Spaceballs. And so I knew vaguely what had happened, and so I was like, I can probably watch the movie without watching the trilogy.
And I remember when you watched it too, because my dad so wanted me to watch it, and I was like, I don't care.
Same.
Like,
my dad wanted me to.
Which is weird because I watched all the Star Wars movies growing up because that's all he would put on. Mm-hmm. Is either that or Transformers or Marvel or whatever.
Yeah.
So like I knew it was going on, whatever. Whatchamacallit, but at that point when that came out, I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it. It's because my dad was into it. We're not getting into that. Mm. But whatchamacallit, and then I remember when you watched it and you were like, I didn't even care for Star Wars, but I liked it. And I was like, well, I guess if you liked it, I guess it's good. And I remember I was supposed to hang out with my other friends from junior high, but then she canceled on me and then I never hung out with her. Just because, like, I think at that point, I was just like, I don't even want to bother.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think, like, we just grew apart, and it's fine. And so my dad was like, well, since you're free. And I think my sister was sick, so it was just me. And so I was like, I guess I'll watch it with you.
Yeah.
Such a good fucking movie.
I know.
And then it sucks, because the
what
next
happened
two
after?
Are terrible. Terrible. I remember sitting in the theater for, what's the second one? Last Jedi? Yes. For Last Jedi, and I was so pumped for it.
Same.
We went premiere night too, and I remember leaving that theater, and I was like, "What the hell did I just watch?"
Same.
And what's funny is that I got my sister to watch it because she watched Force Awakens at school, and she was, I think she was excited for the same one, or I forced her to go with us. Either way, and she also was like, "What the hell did we watch?" And I'm like, "I'm so sorry."
Yeah, I remember being so pumped for it because it was what was it J.J. Abrams that did that one?
J.J. Abrams did the first one, right?
Okay, yeah, Rian
Johnson did the second one.
I remember being so pumped for it because I was like, they're gonna do this so well because the trailers
was so good.
The first one was so good. The trailers looked good, and then I was sitting in the theater premiere night for Last Jedi, and I remember we got to the point where where she was trying to like convince Kylo Ren to come on her side, and I remember sitting there. I was like, they're not gonna do. They fucking ruined it, didn't they? Fucking ruined it. And the thing finished, and I walked out, and I was like, I can't believe that. Yeah. And I didn't even watch what was it, Rises?
No, I reenacted it for you.
Rise of Skywalker, whatever.
Rise of Skywalker.
What was it called? I didn't even watch that one in theaters.
Rise of Skywalker.
Okay.
Yes.
She reenacted it for me.
I reenacted it.
And I didn't even watch it.
So pissed. I went with my family because Karina's like, I'm not going.
Yeah.
My sister's like, I'm not doing that again. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. So I went, and I literally remember sitting there watching it, and I was like, oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this so much. What do you mean you made Poe a drug dealer before he was in the Resistance? Oh.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Oh! It pissed me off.
Can you put this over there? I'm trying to hold it.
pissed me off. And I remember when I came back home from the movie theater, right immediately, I told my mom and my sister the entire movie. And then I think like the next weekend, I think I told you the movie because I was like, I've got to talk about this with someone. I can't believe I watched it with my own eyes.
I had seen like vague spoilers, and I was like, I don't want to watch this because I knew about the whole Kylo and Rey thing, and I was like, I don't even want to watch it. And so I was like, just tell me what happened.
And I was like, oh well, I can.
I was gonna say with the first movie, Force Awakens. I remember being like, I think it was like the day before the premiere because my dad bought midnight showing tickets for the premiere because it was like such a big deal. It was like the first Star Wars movie in 40 years. Deal, yes. And so he bought like very expensive like first night tickets for it. Yeah. And I was like, fuck, I don't want to go to some stupid midnight showing. I don't want to go see it.
I remember we were talking about it at school too.
And I remember talking to these people in my class. I was like, I think I was talking to like my friend in like physics class. And the guy like in front of me wasn't really like my friend. He was like sort of a guy, sort of sat near each other. And he was like, "You don't want to go see Star Wars? Like, I'll take the ticket if you don't want it."
Yeah, you go with my dad.
Yeah, I was like, "You want to go with my dad?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "He's not gonna let me get out of it," because I was be so mad that my dad was forcing me to go because it was like a school night.
Yeah.
And so I was like, "I don't want to go see a fucking movie at midnight and then go back home and then," because it would have had to been, he would have taken me from my mom's house, go see the movie, get out till like 3 a.m. and then bring me back to my mom's house, and I was like, it's gonna be a whole thing. Yeah. And then I had to go to school the next day. Yeah. And I was so mad. And then I got on the movie and I was like, that was amazing. That was amazing.
It just, I remember I was kind of mad too, and I was like, I guess I'll go. But then I'm like, if you liked it, I guess I'll like it too.
Yeah.
Watching that movie, literally, my life changed during that movie. And then like we got out of it, and I was like, I gotta look this stuff up on Tumblr. I gotta talk about it on Tumblr. And it was, it just makes me so mad.
Yeah. Oh, I know. We could talk about just Star Wars.
We literally, we could talk about each of these individual things.
Yeah.
That we brought up in this entire episode. It just makes me so mad. But yeah, I can't. I don't. I kind of keep up with Star Wars, but I didn't watch. I didn't watch Acolyte. I didn't watch. There was another one.
You didn't watch
Andor? I never watched it.
Andor is actually one of the better ones. Andor is really good.
I know people say it's really good, but I'm just my heart's not in Star Wars anymore.
That's fair. Sucks. Honestly, it does like sort of tie with the plot, but also it's just a really good show independently.
Yeah.
Andor. Yeah. It's really good.
Yeah.
You never watched Mandalorian. Mandalorian, like I said, season 1 and 2, so good.
I know. My mom would tell me about it.
And then season 3 was just ass. Like what were y'all even doing in there?
What the hell was going on here?
What did Pedro like quit halfway through? What happened?
Yeah, probably. He's like, I'm done. I got my money. I'm done. What else came out 10 years ago? I'm looking at my bookshelf. Percy Jackson, Here's Olympus. When did that come out? When did Blood of Olympus come out? Oh,
20. It was in high school. Because I remember
it was in high school.
I let Priscilla borrow the book, and then she fucking lost it.
Yep. You hurried up and read it all.
Yeah, I speed ran through it because she told me the final book was coming out, and I was like, fuck, I guess I gotta read it now.
Because I told you there was gay people.
Yeah, that was what got me to read it. What?
It's been 10 years since Blood of Olympus came out.
Oh my god.
It's been 10 years. Holy shit. That's my whole life. Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't read it until the 10th grade.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because House of Hades had just came out, and I think
House of Hades is when Nico comes out.
I think
that
so.
was what you told me about, and I was like, fuck, I'll read it now.
Yep. Oh my god, I can't even talk about Percy Jackson. It's gonna make me cry. Oh my god. Oh man. Yes, I'm very much still into Percy Jackson. I say that, but I have not read any of the new stuff.
I read the Charles Apollo series, and then I read what's the one with Nico and Will? Sun and the Star, yeah. I think it said something with a star.
Yeah. And then there's 2 new Percy Jackson
I haven't read those yet. I have the 6th one, the one that came out. Yeah, I have that one, but I haven't.
Of the Gods.
Yeah, I have it, but I haven't read it.
Yeah.
And then there's another one that just came out.
Yeah, another one. Yeah, I was like, there's another one?
Like the 3-headed goddess or something
like that.
I haven't read that one or have it yet. I'll read them. I just haven't got around
to it. I know. I started rereading it from the beginning, and then I'm like, God, this series is so good. And then I got to Here's Olympus, and I hadn't read those in a while, so there was a lot of stuff that happened that I was like, oh my god, I can't believe this happened.
Yeah.
But I got to Mark of Athena, and I remember it being my favorite out of the Heroes of Olympus series. I don't know what it is about it, but Annabeth is pissing.
I remember you told me about that.
I haven't picked it up since. I got to the part, I don't know what it is. The writing in this one, I'm just like, I'm mad. I don't know why. I'm just so mad. Lost Hero and Sun and Neptune were so good. Like, I loved it so much. I was like, wow, these are such good. And I remember I took a while for me to read Lost Hero because I'm like, because it's not Percy. But then Son of Neptune came out, and I was like, oh, it's Percy. So then I read Lost Hero and Son of Neptune, and I'm like, these are really good. And then I caught up with them. And I remember liking Mark Athena, but then reading it now, I'm like, I hate this so much. I got to the part when Percy and Jason are fighting each other, and that pissed me off so much because of how it happened. And I'm like, Piper, get it together. All of y'all are pissing me off. I know y'all are like 16, 17. I understand, but come on. Especially, oh my god, I can't get into this right now. I can't get into this because how Mark of Athena starts is they meet them at New Rome. New Rome. And it's so obvious. It's so obvious that Leo was set up, and it just pisses me off. And I'm like, why are you going to let him be on the boat? He's obviously acting different. And everything's like, I guess he's fine. No. Oh my God. You're supposed to be the wise one. Oh my God, you're pissing me off. It's pissing me off so much. It makes it so bad. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? I need to finish it.
Yeah.
I really do. But anyways, I can't believe that's been 10 years ago. I cried.
10 years ago, since Priscilla cost me $40.
Right. Oh, I will say though, I was pissed at how Blood of Olympus happened because I remember it happened because of a nosebleed. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Because it was like the blood of Percy, or the blood of one of the three is going to awaken it. And they're like, we're not going to do anything. And then the blood in his nosebleed fell. I remember reading that and I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
You didn't like that? That was clever.
I don't know. Maybe I'll have to read it again and then maybe I'll like it. But I remember at the time I was like, okay, I guess. But yeah, still very much still into Percy Jackson. I'm so scared for the second season though.
Oh yeah,
I'm so scared.
Speaking of the show that just came out, I've only read the first part of the series, like the actual like first books, once through when I first read them. And so when I was watching the show, I was like, I don't remember half of this shit happening.
I had to remind them what happened.
I was like, I don't remember any of this.
Well, it didn't matter anyway. They just decided to do fuck all. And they're just like, we're just going to do whatever the hell we want. And it's like, why are you not... Okay, not that you have to do it exactly the way that it is.
Yeah.
However, there are certain things that happen in the book that make sense in the order that they are in.
Yeah.
So in order to change that, and you just...
Yeah.
It just pisses me off.
Yeah.
But did I like the show? Yes. Do I think everyone did good? Yes. Am I excited for second season? Yes. Will it make me cry? Absolutely. Because this just is my whole entire world. However, I'm holding it at a distance. I'm very much like, okay, I can't compare it to the book anymore.
Yeah, it has to be its own thing.
It's just its own thing now. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I just keep looking at my bookshelf and I'm like, I have a ton of most of the books. But yeah, I'm still very much into Percy Jackson.
I guess one of mine that I was into and then I'm not anymore, going back to it, is creepypasta. It's mostly just because it kind of fell off.
Yeah.
Because Marble Hornets isn't creepypasta; it's just sort of tangentially related, but it's not really the same thing.
Yeah.
So, but creepypasta itself, what I would do in high school is I would listen to Mr. Creepypasta, who's a narrator on YouTube, and I would listen to him read the stories as I was listening to music, and I would listen to them in the hallways between classes, and even during classes sometimes if I could get away with it. So that was most of my life in high school, was listening to creepypastas as audiobooks. And because I was into the creepypasta fandom sort of, but they were more I don't know, they were kind of weird. So I was more just I like the horror stories, and I listening to the horror stories. I don't really get attached to the characters of the stories because most of them are just one-off stories, and they're not really meant to get attached to the characters. And a lot of characters in the big ones don't even really have names. The only ones that were popular were Jeff the Killer, obviously, and Eyeless Jack, and Slenderman, and people put Masky and Hoodie from Marble Hornets in with the creepypasta group, but they're not creepypastas, so that always pissed me off. So yeah, that's I guess that would be one I'm not into, because like I said, Marble Hornets and creepypasta are different, and I'm not really into creepypasta anymore just because they kind of exhausted their I try to read the new ones sometimes, the new ones that come out, and they're just not as good. They don't hit as good.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. So I don't know. I guess that would be something I'm not really into anymore. I'll read one if one comes out and people are like, oh, this is really good. I'll read it, and I'll be like, yeah, it was good, but I'm not in the fandom anymore.
Yeah.
So
sorry, I'm trying to look up what else came out in 2014.
I wonder if you go on my blog and look at my search thing, what do I have on mine? Probably a lot of Supernatural.
Yes. Oh, I forgot that's how we...
Yeah, if you want to keep looking at yours.
what the hell was I talking about?
I know some of the search things are just like random tags, and I'm like, what was I talking about?
Right. Well, I don't know. I was about to say we did watch a lot of Dan and Phil.
Oh yeah, I mean that's yeah. I started watching Dan and Phil in like 2010 though.
More, yeah, way longer.
I guess that would be a just Phil back then. When did they meet? 20.
It's been 20 years since they met.
Oh, it hasn't.
Yeah, 2000. Wait, not 20.
Not 20. They haven't met for 20 years. 15, I think.
I think so. It was some milestone recently.
Yeah.
These random men we've never met. We keep up with how they knew each other.
Right? I don't know. I think they met in 2012. I'm pretty sure.
No.
Was it 2009? It was 2009. Never mind.
2009, yeah. Get it right.
I'm just sorry.
Know your history.
Sorry.
This is why we didn't get to go to the tour.
We didn't know enough.
They were like, nah, you can't come in.
I was getting my dates mixed up.
No, it's okay. Where are you? Hold on.
Just go to my messages.
Let's see. Search. Were we into... Okay, well, it's only going to show me... What? Hello.
That's weird.
That's
what
it.
What does it
say? Rooster Teeth?
Yeah, and that's Red versus Blue, technically.
Yeah.
But I guess Rooster Teeth is a whole different thing. Not really, because Rooster Teeth owned Red versus Blue, but they did have other stuff like Achievement Hunter. Oh, I guess Achievement Hunter, yeah, I didn't think about that. Because they recently ended, like, Rooster Teeth went out of business, and so Achievement Hunter, like, sort of broke off, and then they ended it independently. Yeah, that was the time.
What is
Achievement Hunter doing the Minecraft roleplays, they did it before Dream SMP. They were the originals. They were the OGs. They were the blueprint. Rooster Teeth, they had a Rooster Teeth podcast that I watched every single day. And that was actually how I started watching podcasts, and that was why I can no longer watch, like, I can't watch or like listen to audio only podcasts because theirs was a video podcast, and so now I just think all podcasts should be video, and so I feel like I can't focus on not looking at the people talking because of that.
Because of that.
Let's see. They had an Achievement Hunter podcast too. Achievement Hunter was such a big part of my life. I was gonna get a tattoo of them for so long.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were such a big part of my life. Like, I mean, I watched them from... I mean, I've been watching Red vs. Blue since what?
Sorry, I didn't realize that came out... that came out the same year.
What?
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
What year? 2014, yeah.
10 years.
Yep.
Anyway, continue. Sorry.
You're fine. Let me see. I started watching Red vs. Blue in 2005, I think. Because it started in 2001, I'm pretty sure. And then my cousin got me into it because he was like the only people, or he was like one of the only people besides my dad who had like a computer, like a home computer. And so I would go over to my cousin's house and we would watch it on his computer because I was not allowed to go on my dad's computer. Yeah. And so we watched it on there because they only had it on their website at that point. Because this was before YouTube. It was like just the start of YouTube, in 2005. So it was only on their website.
Yeah.
So we watched it on there, and then I got into it from that. And then once it started getting put on YouTube, I started watching it on my own. So I could watch it on my dad's computer because I didn't have to go to some other website that he didn't know what it was.
Right. Yeah.
Because he was like, "What is this? What is this website?" And I was like, "It's just some funny videos."
It's nothing, I swear.
It's just some funny videos. So I could watch it on YouTube instead. And then I got my own laptop in like 2007, and so I was like, I can watch it by myself now. So and then I was into it ever since then.
Yeah.
And it would like come out. They would have like a season a year usually, and then they'd have like little like not really mini seasons, but like mini like things between. And then it ended. I didn't actually watch the final season because they did something stupid with I guess they were trying to save the company from going under. They locked it to their website, and you had to get a membership. Then they hiked the membership up, and then they
just like Watcher.
Yeah.
No.
And then they went under. So then the website's gone now, but they locked the whole series onto the website and then went under. So it's still technically on YouTube, but you have to go through a lot of hoops to get to it. Which is why I'm like really mad I didn't buy the box set when I could have, because now the box set doesn't exist anymore. I only have on DVD. I have season 11 through 13, which are, I mean, obviously the best ones. Yeah. So it's kind of okay, but also like the early seasons are so good. I remember Kiwi, our friend, he wanted to do a marathon on Discord with me to watch it, And I was like, if you can find it, dude, we will.
Yeah. Good luck.
Good luck, man. I have like a lot of it downloaded onto my computer, but not every single episode, because when I used to make AMVs, I would use the clips from it. But I have like a lot of the later episodes with like more of the action stuff, and I don't really have the earlier episodes with like the more of like the plot and talking. So it's not really a full archive. It's more of just like random episodes with good action in it. So I'm like, damn. It's like really hard to get to now. It used to be on Netflix, the whole thing. I don't know why I took it off.
Yeah.
That was how I forced Priscilla to watch the entire thing. And hey, she liked it. She could say she didn't, but she liked it. I have a video of her going, "What? What?"
She liked it.
So yeah, that was. I think I'll always like Red vs. Blue, even after even with all the like the weird stuff happening later, like the later towards the end of the later seasons.
Mm-hmm.
It's always. I'm always gonna have it. Yeah. I'm always gonna love it. Mm-hmm. Same with like Rooster Teeth. Even whenever like all the drama started happening with the company going under and some people getting fired, I was like, you know what? It'll always be a special place in my heart. Yeah. I won't ever get a tattoo of it. Maybe Red vs. Blue, but not Achievement Hunter. Maybe Red vs. Blue though.
Yeah. I'll get a Danfield tattoo. They love it.
What are you gonna
get? The cat whiskers.
She get him right here.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine how many of those they've seen? Like,
I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure. They're probably like, God, another one? We shouldn't have done anything.
Every time someone walks up with a tattoo of them, they're like, why did we ever do that?
Damn it. Why? Hey, then they should stop.
Right.
That's not my fault.
About an hour and 45 minutes. But
okay.
I'm not rushing you, I'm just telling you.
Yeah. That's it. That's enough.
I just don't know how long you want to go. So.
We shouldn't do too long, especially to save your battery. I'm trying to think. I was looking at movies that came out 10 years ago, but I mean, I'll tell you, I haven't watched most of these. So no, I couldn't believe How to Train Your Dragon 2 came out 10 years ago.
Never even watched the first one.
Oh, forget it. Oh, it's such a good show. It's such a good series. Oh, it makes you cry every time. I remember watching the first one when it came out in theaters, and my life changed forever. There's a lot of movies that changed my life. I hate that I don't go to the movies as often.
It's too expensive.
It's too expensive. I know I saw some like a post online that said something like we shouldn't normalize. Oh, we're supposed to go to the post office today. Sorry, I just
a little late now.
I just saw my sister's envelope and I'm like, ah, shit, I forgot. I told myself to grab it too. God. Oopsies. We'll do it tomorrow. Anyway.
Yeah, you got the whole week off.
I know. What you call it? Someone had said something like we shouldn't normalize watching movies on streaming because we don't want the movie theater business to go out. Which is like, it's fair. I understand. Because I love going to the theater.
I think I saw that too. It's like, yeah, I get it, but also we're all broke.
They're all expensive as shit. And then also, I don't have time to go during the weekend.
It's like a whole thing. You have to make like a whole day of it.
Yes. Last time I went to the movie theaters was an experience for sure.
Oh yeah. I thought for a second I was like, we saw Transformers. That was, but I forgot you went and saw.
Yep.
Did you want to say about that in the podcast?
I don't have to talk about a whole thing in the podcast, or like this, or like a whole episode.
No, like, do you want to talk about that now? Is what I meant.
Oh, just quickly. I went to go see We Live in Time with Andrew and Florence Pugh. Good movie, but I was distracted the whole time because next thing I know, a third into the movie, I hear squeaking, and I'm like, oh, it's the chair. It's the chairs for moving up and down for the... No, it was mice. Mice or rats, whichever one.
They wanted to see it too.
They wanted to see the movie, but they were too damn loud. So I couldn't even... I was so ready for this movie. That's just what pisses me off. Yeah. But maybe I'm not a real cinephile if I get distracted from the littlest things.
You're getting taken out of the experience.
Exactly. Exactly. Whatchamacallit? I was so ready for this movie because I'm like, oh, so ready for Andrew, so ready for Florence. Like, they're such good actors, and they're just gonna take all the emotions out of me, and it's gonna be great. The story looks interesting. I'm so excited. And then these damn mice were like, nah, we're gonna be loud throughout the entire thing. And it didn't help also that the people next to me kept looking over in my direction, like I'm the one that brought the mice. Now I think about it.
You brought your pet mice.
Yeah. Jeremy, shut up. We're trying to watch the movie. They kept looking over at me like I did it. Like I'm the one that's making the noises.
They probably thought your chair was doing it.
Maybe they did too, but after a while, it's like, no, it's not the chair. There's no. Yeah, so there was mice, and it sucked because it's like I really wanted to like be immersed in this movie, and then I wasn't.
Yeah.
So that was my last movie theater experience. I mean,
Yeah.
it won't deter me from going to watch
Right.
more. It's just I haven't been able to go back because
Yeah.
they're really, I mean, the only movies that came out.
Also, not a lot of movies I want to go see in theaters anymore because there are a lot of them aren't like the last one I saw was Transformers, and that's because obviously I'm seeing Transformers in theaters.
Yeah.
The one before that was. Did I see the Ghost movie before that?
You did.
And that was a thing.
Yeah.
Like, the movie was really good, don't get me wrong. It was just the theater was hot as fuck.
Yeah, that's the thing, too, is our theaters suck.
Yeah, I think it's kind of stuck around
They
here.
suck now.
And also, this was an AMC, too. Like, this is the expensive one.
It used to be the best one.
They didn't have the novelty bucket and the cup. They didn't have, the theater was small as fuck. And I was like,
and hot.
I know I'm fat, but like, come on, these seats were like,
yeah.
It hurt. Yeah. I was like, oh my god, these are like not normal seats.
Yeah.
It was hot as fuck in there. Like, there's no AC at all. The person next to me wouldn't stop talking about her fucking mom. And I was like, oh my god, shut up, you're in a ghost movie.
Yeah.
Like, so it wasn't the movie was great, but it was not a good experience.
I think the last time I had a good we had a decent experience for Transformers.
Transformers was fine.
That was fine. I was laughing my ass off.
I just started thinking about it again.
Transformers 1 10 out of 10 movie, by the way.
I started thinking about it at work like the next day.
We were laughing about it after the movie for like a good
scene
10
where
minutes.
he says badass to Tron. Like the part, not the first time, but the time we're on the surface and Alita's ignoring him.
I need you to be quiet.
The way she just wasn't responding.
My favorite is he would stop and pace every time, and she would keep going, and then he'd run back up. Oh my god.
The funniest thing was is that like, okay, once is like funny, twice is like funny, 3 times like, oh, it's too much. 4th time was hilarious.
Fucking funny. You guys should go watch Transformers 1. It's so good. It was so good.
My grandma got mad at me for buying it because it was $27.
Hey, it's worth it. It's worth every penny.
And I was like, I'm not gonna buy Paramount and buy it and and watch it there. I'm just gonna buy the movie.
Right.
Such a good movie.
It was a good movie.
It's like the best Transformers movie since 1986.
Yeah, we're talking about you, Michael Bay.
Yeah.
We're including that. We're not even saying.
I was talking to Marissa the other day because someone returned like all 3 of the first 3 Transformers movies, and I was like, I have all these on DVD. And she was,
I like them. No.
And she was like, oh, I've never seen them. I was like, oh, they're not good.
You don't have to. You don't need to.
Like, I was telling her, I was like, they're good movies, but not good.
They're not
good Transformers movies. They're entertaining.
They're entertaining for sure. The first 2 are nostalgic for me in a sense because I did go to theaters to watch those, and I did watch those on repeat.
Yeah.
But will I say like they're the best movies ever made? No.
They're an experience.
They were an experience,
but they're not the best Transformers movie.
However, the soundtracks.
Oh, banger! Banger!
Yep.
Hearing Linkin Park in the movie theater when I was 7 years old changed my fucking life.
Ascended. Optimus Prime in the background saying his speech, and then
that's the last thing I'll hear before I die. I'll hear him taking me to heaven. Optimus Prime raised me when my dad couldn't. But no, I was saying like the Bay movies, they're not good Transformers movies, but they're good like
they're okay action movies.
They're okay action movies, but they're not good adaptations. But they're entertaining, and also there are parts of them that I'm like, oh, that was good. There's like parts of it that I like.
But after the 3rd one, downhill.
And the worst part is that after like the first like 2, it became a tradition to take me to see them on my birthday every year, or every year they came out, because they usually came out like mid-June, and that's my birthday. Like my birthday's in mid-June. So my dad would take me to go see it, but like they just kept getting worse.
Yeah. Like, well, then what's the point anymore?
This birthday present's getting worse every year, man.
This is torture now. Instead of celebration of life, it's shittiness.
I was like, why is Optimus Prime talking about the Knights of the Round Table? What's going on, man?
What happened? What happened? Oh, man.
I will say Rise of the Beast, the like newish one. That one's not Michael Bay. That one's some other guy, and that one was that was pretty good. Yeah, it's a live action one. That one's pretty good. There's parts of it obviously that still kind of suck, but for a live action Transformers movie, it's probably the best one since like 2007.
Interesting.
This is the first one.
Interesting.
Also, I think I told you about it. It's the one that has Pete Davidson in it. He plays Mirage.
Oh,
yeah. It's a bizarre choice to play Mirage because Mirage in like every other continuity is like this posh like asshole who like thinks he's better than everybody else, and then
Pete Davidson, like, we'll get Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson playing is like, hey, what's up, my homeboy? I'm like, what's going on, man?
Why not?
Sure, why not? It was a good movie though. So yeah, it's that one. Like, so that one's not Michael Bay. I think it's
interesting.
I thought it was. I think it's like. I think the guy's last name was like Knight or something like that. Because I think they switched over because they were saying like that one's part of the Knight verse and the other ones are Bay verse.
Interesting.
Or something like that. I don't remember, but I know it's not Michael Bay. He might have been somehow involved in it, but he didn't.
I think he has like the rights.
But he didn't direct it. I don't think.
God, that came out last year.
Yeah, it's like the new.
Oh my God, yeah. Let's see. Director Stephen Caple Jr.
Oh, I don't know. Knight from then. I remember people saying it was like the Night verse. I don't know. I thought it was like the guy who directed it.
Maybe they mean like the Knights, like
no K-I-N K-N. Oh my God, K-N-I-G.
Yeah, that's how Knight's spelled.
Yeah, I thought you meant
like Knight of the Round Table. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you meant Knight like N-I-G-H-T.
No.
And I was like, no, I mean Knight.
No. I'm trying to see who wrote it.
I don't remember, but that was a pretty good movie for a live action Transformers movie.
Many people.
The worst one, Age of Extinction.
Michael Bay produced it, but he didn't have any.
The fucking scene, it goes around on Twitter every once in a while. The fucking scene where Galvatron blasts Anthony Hopkins and the fucking aspect ratio changes is my favorite thing in the fucking world. It's so funny. Because why does it do that?
Why did it do that?
Also, why they make Hot Rod French? Why they give him a French accent? It's so stupid. Why
really?
Yes. He has a fucking French accent, and he looks so stupid. He doesn't look like Hot Rod. Oh my God, I hate Age of Extinction.
I can't get into this right now.
I can't get into it. This is you with, like, Mark Mathena, but me is, like, the live-action Transformers.
Pisses me off. That is so funny. Why would they do that to him?
Why'd they do my boy like that?
Why did they do anything anymore?
I don't know.
What's the point?
Because, like, there's things in the live-action ones where I'm like, why'd they do that? But Hot Rod being French and looking like that is, like, the biggest why they do that.
I want to see this now.
Look up Hot Rod for Age of Extinction.
Okay.
He looks so bad. I'm like, why does his face look like that? I just want to see your reaction when you see it.
What? Who the hell is this?
Who is that? Who is that? That's not my boy.
Who the fuck is this?
And imagine him speaking with a French accent.
Oh,
that's what he sounds like in the movie.
You went from
that peak design.
Flames. You had flames on him.
Look here. Let me look at him in the comics. He looks so good in the comics. Oh wait, hold on.
That's insane. What the hell's wrong with you? Whoever designed him. What's wrong with you?
There's a good picture of it. Why does he look like that? Hold on. Can you show me a good picture, please?
Nope. Google said I'm done. Y'all use me too much.
Why is there no picture of him like full bodied?
Sometimes when I look up images on Google, sometimes it doesn't give me what I want.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So it's like, well, what am I supposed to do?
He looks like a twink in this one, but that's what he looks like.
Why is he shaking his head?
He just does that. That's how he acts in the comics. He's really funny in the comics.
That's so funny.
That's the More Than Meets the Eye and Lost Light. That's why it's the best one.
Yeah, it is a good design.
He looks so good in that comics design. Like, why?
I don't even want to look at the Michael Bay one. I meant the other one. Whatever.
Mike, why did you do that? Why did you do that to him?
I don't know. That makes me mad.
He had flames anyway.
He's Hot Rod.
Yeah.
He's supposed to have flames.
And also, I don't know. I think because the car he is like French, but it's like still stupid. And also, before we get off of this, the fucking okay, what movie was he in? I think the second one. What's the second one called?
Who?
Jetfire. He's my boy. I love him. Why'd they make him an old Australian fucking asshole?
They're like, why not?
What? Why? A lot of people think he's like funny, and he is kind of funny, but like that's not Jetfire. Yeah. That's not my boy.
Might as well make a whole new robot.
Literally, that's what most of the characters in the Bay movies are. They're not even this like the only ones that sort of retain any like character traits are Optimus Prime, not even Megatron.
Not even, yeah.
Like basically just Optimus, but then even like by like the fourth movie, he's just going on a killing spree for no reason.
Yeah.
Like I mean, he has some reasons, but like
It's not. Yeah.
They're good explosion action movies, but nothing else.
Nothing else. Yeah. Yeah.
But I do, as bad as Age of Extinction is, that fucking scene is so funny. Why did he do that? And why did the aspect ratio change?
Someone messed something up on the.
It's like for one frame, and then it goes back.
And they're like, "Oh, no one will notice, right?" I think.
And then his body just flying through the air in slow motion. It's so funny.
Like, how did he read that in the script? He's like, "Yeah."
Have you seen that clip?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's been a while. Yeah,
it's so funny. I love it so much. That's the only thing that the movie's good for, is that one scene. Anyway.
Oh,
Anyway.
Anyway. Well, I guess yeah. I'm trying to think of stuff that I was into back then that I'm not into now, and really I can only think of Panic at the Disco and Sherlock. That's pretty much it.
Understandable. Same.
Everything else, well, yeah, I don't even want to say it. Like some YouTubers, yeah, I just stopped watching them. Because there were some that I got into in junior high. Really, the only YouTubers that I watched that I still did in high school are Dan and Phil, honestly. Because everyone else has been like 2018, 2019.
Yeah,
recent.
I'm trying to think of who I watched back then that I don't watch anymore.
A lot of like gaming YouTubers.
Yeah, besides Achievement Hunter, because that was like the main. Honestly, I didn't watch more than that.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, who else did I watch besides like Dan and Phil and like Achievement Hunter? I know there's other people, but I don't fucking remember.
Yeah. Again, that would be really it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mostly just watch Drawfee now. That's the only people that I can stand to listen to.
All I watch is K-pop.
Yeah, we know.
Which I'm so scared for Spotify.
Oh my god, that's gonna come out soon.
But that's gonna. I wonder. Well,
I think it comes out December 1st. I'm pretty sure.
Is it? Probably. Okay. I'm so scared. I mean, we can kind of have an idea of.
Yeah, I think we know what it's gonna be.
We kind of have an idea of what.
I'm just I'm because I know I don't know how they're gonna do it. Because they do it different every year, but they have the graph of like when like things peak.
I wonder.
It's gonna be so funny seeing your graph go like this, and then K-pop just go.
Yes. Yes. This summer changed my life. For worse or for better, who knows?
This really was a brat summer.
Yeah, not in a way that I thought. Honestly, yeah. If you would have told me you'd have told me in January of this year that this would happen.
Which is funny because didn't your top 10 albums have like 2 K-pop?
There was, but because we went to go see them.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so we went to see Twice last year, and I listened to the album and I liked it, and then I liked OMG and Super Shy by New Jeans. So no. I didn't include it in my top 10. I just included Twice.
Oh, that's right. You had Super Shy on there, but then you took it off.
I took it off, and I replaced it with Twice's album.
I remember I had to listen to Super Shy to get the clip, and I thought it was so annoying.
And then I said, never mind.
I'm like, God damn it. Why'd I edit it then?
I still like New Jeans, but not that much to like album-wise. And yeah, I think half of it's going to be K-pop now. Well, because Stray Kids is releasing another comeback, another album next month. So, and then P1 Harmony had 2 comebacks this year. So they're going to be on there twice.
How'd they come back twice?
That's what happens in K-pop. They wait a couple months and then they're like, new album. Sorry, it's been a while since we saw you guys. And I'm like, it's been 2 months.
It's been 2 months, bro.
It's been 2 months.
I haven't seen Dustin Starset in 4 years.
They need to learn from K-pop.
Let's go.
But yeah, like, because P1 Harmony's first full-length album was February of this year. And when I got into them, it had been a couple months because I got into them in like May or June. And then they announced a comeback in like July, and that was September. And it's funny because then like watching the videos for their like comeback stages, they're just like, we're so sorry, it's been so long, guys. And I'm like, it's been like 3 months. What do you mean so long?
They have short-term memory.
No, it's just interesting how constant music comes out in the industry.
Yeah, because K-pop really is an industry.
Yeah.
So they're like churning stuff out.
Yeah. So they're both P1 Harmony's albums this year will be on there. I'm sure Stray Kids. I don't know if I'm gonna, because then they had a Japanese release this month. That's the song, the Run Before We Come.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What you call it? And that one's pretty good actually. I don't know if I'm gonna include it on this year, but yeah, it's mostly K-pop.
I'm pretty sure most of mine not most, but maybe like half are all like new bands I've just gotten into this year.
Well, I mean,
because I've listened to them for the first time this year.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this album doesn't come out till next year, but I didn't realize Spirit Box only has one album out.
They are fairly new.
I knew they were new, but I didn't realize that because they have so many EPs. They have like one album and like 4 EPs. So I thought in my head I was like they've been out for a while, but I was like, oh, they just like started like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, I thought they've been out for a while, but no, they're have an album come out next year, which is their second album. I'm like, cool. Damn, it's only their second album.
Damn, what have they been doing?
Right?
Yeah.
Who else has an album coming out next year?
Hopefully Chapel.
Hopefully, yeah.
I was hoping it would be the end of the year, but it's okay. Take your time, Queen.
Architects has a new album coming out next year. I'm really excited for that. I had a single drop 2 days ago, which it was like, or not 2 days ago, it was a couple days ago, but it was like right after our sleepover, and I was like, it's a good thing that didn't drop when I was here, because I would have made y'all watch it. I would have put that on TV and say, we're watching this. But it came out like right after I left, and I was like, oh, thank God. But they have a new album coming out this year. I was like, oh, good, because their last album was pretty good, but could have been better.
Oh.
And they have a new album. I'm trying to think. Architect, Spirit Box. I'm trying to think. There's someone else. Starset. You better have one out next year. You better.
I'll go to your house.
I'll go to your house.
I'll release it myself. I was hoping that Taylor would release the rest of her versions, but no.
She just put Taylor, that on pause, I guess.
To you. What the hell's wrong? Whatever. I shouldn't be too mean. I'll be mean. I've been waiting for this forever. It's crazy.
It is taking a while.
It's taking a while.
It's
weird.
I
know she released her album this year, which is crazy. Long album. But still, I would have thought we had at least, because for the past 2 years, we've had at least 2 of her versions.
Mm-hmm.
And then this year was nothing.
Yeah.
But to be fair, she's focusing on other stuff. That's fine. Whatever, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But she could at least let me have it.
I was going to say she could at least let me know. She can text me personally.
No, she can let me have it. I won't share with anyone else.
I promise.
But so maybe next year she'll release the next 2, and then we'll have everything. Oh no, we'll see. Because last year she released both Speak Now and 1989. That was so good. Every time those Vault songs come on, I was just like, oh.
1989 is still the only Taylor Swift album I've listened to all the way through, and that includes the one I had as a kid. I think I stopped like halfway through every time that one came on.
Oh, Fearless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good album.
Not that I didn't like it. I was very picky as a kid with or not picky, but I was like very flighty with CDs as a kid, because we had a kid an entertainment system when I was a kid that had 6 slots in it. Mm-hmm. So I would be like, I can just switch it whenever I want. So I would never stay on one all the way through.
Yeah.
So I think every time I put Taylor Swift in, I would be like, all right, time for Linkin Park. Let's go to the next one.
All right, Taylor, your turn.
All right. You're done. And then after Linkin Park, I'd be like, all right, time for Cascada. Every time we touch, let's go. Because I had that CD.
Oh, man. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's it. I think it's great. I mean, we're still into the same
pretty much,
majority of the same stuff we were 10 years ago.
Yeah, I think the only ones that like we aren't into are ones that have either gotten canceled, like Panic, or have just like ended and have like naturally
we've just kind of forgotten, or not forgotten, but just don't keep
phased
up.
out. Yeah, don't keep up. Like ones that have where either the show or whatever has ended or the band has broken up, and there's like no new content coming out. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to stay in the fandom.
Or it's just we just are not
grown out of it.
Yeah.
Because we're all old and we're all dying.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to us yap for almost 2 hours. And that's it.
Yeah.
Suddenly I have grown very tired. That corn dog and that pudding they're done. I had energy for like 2 seconds and now I'm dwindling down. I don't know why I'm like, where can they follow you? I'm copying the Basement Yard. That's literally how they end their videos.
Oh, have they? I haven't watched the one.
They're like, Frank, where can we find you?
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I don't know. We're not Basement Yard.
Yeah. As much as we like to think.
We're just a female version.
Way less professional.
You think they're professional?
Well, I mean, they have a setup at least.
Sure, yeah.
They have a studio and professional microphones.
Well, to be fair, when he started the podcast, it was like in his living room.
That's
too,
fair. Yeah.
So
that's how most of them start.
It'll just take us 10 years.
You want to be doing this when we're 35?
Maybe. If it'll get us money.
Yeah, that's true.
We could monetize this soon. Hopefully.
We have to have more than 5 viewers.
I know, I promise. We'll try very hard to at least a month.
Yeah. My old YouTube channel was briefly monetized when I was making lyric videos, but then YouTube started demonetizing all music stuff, so now it's not anymore. Yeah, I made $10 off a Papa Roach music video and nothing else.
You can't do that again.
Can't do anything else.
Can't do that anymore.
Nope. And now my channel's blocked.
I don't know. Maybe I should monetize my TikTok because you want to know how many views my recent TikTok has got. Last time I checked, 5,000.
Damn.
You just gotta make TikToks about K-pop groups, and you have to post at close to 6:00 p.m. on a Saturday evening. And then you get everything. I
have enough followers on my TikTok to technically monetize. I just don't post enough because I don't ever think about it.
Yeah.
But also, I'm very wary about putting my bank information in TikTok.
That's true.
So I'm like, I don't know if I know people do it, it's fine. But also, I'm like, do I want to?
What about the time I do it?
What about when I do it? It's gonna backfire on me.
Yeah.
I'll probably do it eventually.
I will fall victim, or not fall victim, but I will be. Yeah. Right now, it has 5,410 views.
Damn.
1,315 likes.
Damn.
Yeah.
I should probably, because I keep inviting me to the creator program, but I'm like, I don't post enough. Leave me alone.
They don't invite me.
Well, I mean, I have like 12,000 followers.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but I do.
Well, yeah.
Well, because I posted that TikTok 4 years ago where I was painting of the Jeffree Star palettes, and they kind of blew up.
Yeah, that's true.
And they followed me for that because they thought it was an art account, and then I didn't post anything else.
Sorry, guys, it's a disappointment.
Yeah. So, oh well.
Yeah.
I should start posting Transformer stuff.
Maybe.
I can never think about anything.
Maybe we should just start posting about our niches now.
Yeah.
So I'll start posting about K-pop, and you'll start posting about Transformers.
I just don't, I think about, I have ideas, but then as soon as I do them, I'm like, nah. Yeah. And I just don't think about, I can't figure out how to format the video.
I know, there's something so humbling about filming yourself.
Yeah, I don't like to do it.
We're not filming ourselves for this podcast, but...
It's a little better because I don't have to watch it. It's not like a 10-second clip that I don't have to watch over and over and make sure it's right. I can just edit this once and post it and never look at it again.
Yeah. So we don't have to sync up our to an audio.
Yeah, I'm so bad at lip syncing.
Yeah.
I can. It's embarrassing when I try to do it. Yeah. It's really bad.
I know. I'm like, I can't look at myself anymore.
And also, I can't do TikTok dances. I can't do anything like that. It's embarrassing seeing me try to dance. I cannot do it. I have no rhythm at all. So, I think I tried to once, and I was like, "What the fuck am I doing?"
The only TikTok dance that I could do was the Doja Cat one for Say So. I didn't film myself doing it, but
what was that one?
Oh.
You can show me after. It's fine.
Well, I can't even remember it.
Oh, I thought you just didn't want to do it on camera.
No.
Oh, this one?
I'm like slow. The
only one I could kind of do was the Apple one. That was because it was so unbelievably simple.
I never learned that.
It's just you don't really have to do anything. It's just simple. I don't remember the exact, but it's like that, and then you something like that. But it's really simple. So I was like, I could do it. I wasn't gonna film it, but I could do it. But I'm like,
I can do some K-pop dances.
You want to start posting those?
No. Kidding me? I don't know. Nah, I don't need to do any of that.
Yeah, it's just hard to post on TikTok when you don't really ever want to film yourself doing anything.
Yeah.
Because I don't like filming myself in general. I just do it for this because I am basically forced to.
Hey.
I'm just kidding.
You're not having fun?
I'm having fun.
Okay.
I just don't like doing it on my phone or by myself because I feel weird.
I know I had an idea for one about me being obsessed with a certain somebody in a certain K-pop group. But,
a certain somebody. Somebody.
I've added since the last time you came here, by the way.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you noticed.
I don't notice. No. There's so many, I can't look at them all.
Did I think it would get this much? No. Whatchamacallit? But then, when I was filming it, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. I get halfway through and I'm like, I don't want to post this actually. My drafts are so full because I do them and I'm like, I should post this and I never do. And then it's been 2 years since the trend went on. I'm like, I can't post it now.
I can't do that now. They're going to make fun of me. Look at this old version trying to do something.
Look at this old bitch.
Look at her.
The millennial.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, anyway. Alrighty, guys. We're going to wrap it up. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. Follow us on Twitter.
Do you want to put our BlueSkys on there?
I think we should create a BlueSky, yeah. Or you want to create a joint one or just our personal ones?
I think we just put our personal ones.
Yeah. Yeah, follow our BlueSky.
I'll have to add them to the fucking thing. God damn it. to the graphic, I have to... Nothing. Well, because the reason that's such a hassle is because I made it using a Canva Pro account, which I don't pay for anymore, and so to
just do it on another. Oh, yeah.
I'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Might have a rebrand.
It might just be in the description. I don't know.
Yeah.
I might not even put it on the screen.
That's true. Anyways, all right. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.
Bye. I thought this was the camera.
No, you're gonna break it.